This is Boarding Party's Pokemon D&D campaign, featuring Ben as
Bentley Woods,
Tia as
Phoebe Wilhelm,
Joel as
Milo Reuter,
and Jordan as
CJ.
I'm Drew, the Game Master for the Laris region. Tonight, CJ learns that his actions may have dire consequences, and a ringleader prepares to take center stage. CJ, you hold out your privateer ball and your close good friend Crash right on inside. There's a brief pause, and you hear a click.
I'm gonna try to open it up or call him back out.
Okay. You click the button, as you would be doing with any other familiar Pokeball. And it opens to reveal an empty ball.
What? What now?
You're holding an empty privateer ball.
And then I died. And then my brain exploded and I had an aneurysm and now CJ's dead as well.
his tiny heart stopped.
For real though. What? I'm just immediately going to start looking around and being like, what's happening? What's happening? No. Nope. Nope, that didn't happen. I'm going to close it.
Okay.
Try to do it again. Call out Crash.
Okay. An empty ball.
I'm going to do it again.
Okay. An empty ball.
No way. No. I'm gonna go to Phoebe's tent. Definitely anger crying at this point. And I'm gonna wake up Phoebe. Phoebe. Wake up. Wake up. I need to talk to you.
What's up?
Crash is gone.
What?
I tried to catch
Where'd he
him with the steel ball because he's gone. I don't know where he is.
You catch him with what?
This. Because we saw it work before, like, to catch Evan Root. I thought,
He's gone?
yeah, I don't know where he went. He went in, and then I tried to open it back up, and now he's not here anymore. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Can I see the ball?
Mm-hmm. Make him come back.
Does it look like a normal ball?
Looks like a privateer ball, yeah. All black with an anchor carved in the front.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, all the mechanisms look relatively similar to a Pokeball. One button to open and close it.
Do you go in it?
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he's not... He won't come out?
No. I don't know what happened. I don't know what to do.
This didn't happen with the other when they threw it at Evanwood, right?
No.
Frick. I don't. Holy crap. What happened to him?
I don't know.
Where did he... You don't have his old ball, right?
He'd never had one. Well, his other trainer did, I guess. I thought maybe it would just show up, because it's kind of what happened with Evan Rude. I thought that's what was going to happen. Oh man, I don't know what to do.
Uh-oh. Maybe he went back to that one?
No.
To his old... Where would that be?
I don't know.
Do you know? You
No.
don't know?
No idea.
I'm just gonna throw the ball.
Okay. It tumbles onto the floor.
This isn't good. Are you okay?
No.
We need to find him. That's... Frig. What should we do?
I don't know.
This is... I don't even know what we could try to do to trace him.
I don't know why it's not working. It should have worked. It should have worked.
The only thing I can think of is because maybe he was captured before. Why he wouldn't show up right now. That's the only thing. That's the only difference between... But, no, that doesn't make sense. Because Evan Rude was caught. He had been caught prior.
It doesn't make sense. I've thought about this
doesn't
for a
make
really long
sense.
time. It doesn't make sense.
No, so that doesn't make sense. This isn't good.
I'm just going to immediately walk away from Phoebe and go to Bentley's tent
Okay, oh no, wake up,
and open it
Mila.
and be like, Bentley,
Hey, CJ, is it...
your mom makes Pokeballs, right?
Yeah, what time
How?
is it?
So, like, to catch Pokemon, when you got the Pokemon in the Pokeball, you call it back out. That's how it works. We know that's how it works, right? Why didn't it work?
What are you talking about, CJ? What do you mean? Yeah, that's how it works.
I'm gonna storm back out, pick up the steel ball, come back to him, and be like, throw it at him, be like, why didn't it work?
What do you mean? Why didn't it work? What, you use this?
On Crash, and he's gone now.
He's gone?
He's gone.
Oh, CJ, I'm sorry.
I don't know, why didn't it work?
I don't know. So, the way that this worked on Evanrude was it basically was like a Pokeball within this. So it took mine, like Evanrude's actual Pokeball, and put it in this. So, I guess in theory it would take Crash, put him into whatever Pokeball he would be in, and put it in this, right?
That's what I thought. That's
So-
how it worked. Why didn't it work?
I don't know, CJ. Maybe Crash was never in a Pokeball. Like maybe he was never caught. Like we know that he had a trainer before you, right?
Yeah.
'Cause he was Theodore, but maybe he was never in a Pokeball, and because he wasn't in a Pokeball, this maybe transferred him to the privateers.
No, don't say that.
I mean, I'm trying to logic my way through. So you said he's not in this one, right?
No.
I'll like tap on it and then try and just like toss it out in my tent.
Yeah, it just lands on the floor.
Can I look at it and see if the little like button on it is as if it had like a Pokemon in it, or it just is like an unused Pokeball, basically?
Mm-hmm. It's unused.
Like an unused Pokeball?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Let's wake up Milo. Maybe he can come up with some sort of idea, but I don't know. I'm sorry. That's awful. Hey, Milo? Milo?
I was waking him up. Milo!
What? Huh?
Crash is gone.
Where did he go?
I don't know. We're trying to figure it out. Get out of the tent.
Okay.
Wake up.
Hey, Milo, we've got a bit of a problem.
Where did he go?
Well,
You like run off?
No.
no. CJ, he tried to use this. Remember what happened when they caught Evinrude? It, like, captured Evinrude, but took my Pokeball
Yeah.
of Evinrude and put it in this. But when CJ tried it with Crash, it's empty. There's nothing inside.
He said he went in it, but now when we throw it, he's not there.
It's like it's unused. It's super weird. I was thinking maybe Crash never had a Pokeball to begin with, and that's why there isn't one inside this.
But why wouldn't he come out?
We should definitely not be messing with this technology.
Well, we know that now.
I mean, we know in our brief experience that it took Evinrude and Evinrude's Pokeball. But what we don't know...
But Evinrude came out.
Yeah, but it took the Pokeball too. Like, it opened up
Right.
to a Pokeball.
But you would think that if he threw it at Crash, it would take the Pokeball if Crash was in it, catch it, and then if he threw it out, Crash would come out.
True. But the only thing we don't know about on our end is his Pokeball. We don't know if it's like broken or
No, right, I get
somewhere
that.
else. Like,
but we
and
were
that
just
might...
assuming it was a fine Pokeball.
Yeah, but we don't. So maybe that was what caused the issue.
But where did he go?
I don't know.
CJ,
Maybe it put him in or near the Pokeball, but it couldn't bring the Pokeball because it's broken or non-existent.
so think for a second. Team Rocket, did they use any sort of technology like this to steal Pokemon? I feel like they'd have to, right? That's kind of their thing. Do they have anything similar?
Make a history check given the circumstances. CJ's pretty
I'm
heated.
not thinking anything right now. God damn, that's not good. 4.
Yeah. Team Rocket steals stuff all the time, but they use all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff to steal stuff.
Sure, stuff. They steal Pokemon all the time.
But do they use this kind of technology? Do you know? Do you know that?
I don't remember.
All right. Well, my theory is these Pokeballs maybe transfer to a central hub for the privateer, kind of like the PC, but
For them?
for them. Yeah, that's what I mean.
I mean, I would
So-
imagine that in like a programming sense, it would take him, try to steal his Pokeball, and because it couldn't for X, Y, or Z reason, it just sent him straight over.
So those are the two options. He's
So
either
where is
with he's either with the privateers or he's where the old Pokeball is.
Something like that.
The broken
Those are only
Pokeball.
two options I
Because
can
he's
think
not
of.
here, yeah.
It's all right, CJ. We'll find him, or he'll find us. It'll be okay.
No, it's not gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay.
I have to go back to Falchester. I have to go find him. If that's where we think he is, I have to go there. I have to go get him.
All right. I'll go with you if you want to go.
What if he's in the privateer PC?
That's where they were, right?
Well, it's where they were docked. We don't know if they have
Right.
like. I mean, maybe they have a base there, but I guess we can't be totally sure. Wish we could talk to those undercover agents on the boat. Maybe they would know.
Maybe Ditto? I'm gonna go squish Ditto.
Squish him?
Like poke him.
You poke him. He goes, "Hot toddy.
Good morning.
Good morning."
Can I see that ball? Where does it go?
Ditto, does Mr. Mime use Pokeballs like that to capture Pokemon?
Mr. Mime, Pokeballs, capture,
Uh-huh.
In those though, with the anchor,
army of hostage.
we know that. Does he use those Pokeballs, and where do the Pokemon go when they're captured? Do you know?
Mr. Mime, Pokeball, capture, army of hostage.
Worth a shot.
We're sorry.
Oh. Uh-oh.
What if it's here?
What if it's here?
What do you mean?
It's
'Cause
here.
We saw the Jeeps with the anchors on them.
What if this is their base?
Yeah. Or one
Mr.
of.
Mime, Jeep. Their base?
That's a good idea, Milo. So maybe if their base is here, we don't have to go back to Falchester, but maybe you can use Dez, and then he can snoop around in all of those buildings in that compound and see if maybe
Yeah.
if they have PCs in there.
Ooh,
What do you-
but Super don't get caught. That concerns me.
Okay.
Well, it's the middle of the night.
They
still.
have
I feel like
PCs?
So, we were gonna go to try to help the Pokemon at the base that's nearby, right?
yeah, that was the plan.
Yeah. So, if Crash is there, we could still go do that. If he's not there, we'll leave,
Get more information.
get more information, and then go back to Falchester.
Well, I think now, with it being night, we could send in Dez. He could look in the buildings to see if there's any PCs in any of the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
And if there is, we'd at least know which one we need to sneak into. Maybe we can reconnoiter during the day, come up with a plan, and then at night again, tomorrow night, we could try and get Crash back and free the Pokemon.
I'm gonna throw Des out of my hand.
Okay. Oh, hey, boss.
Hi. You remember Crash, right?
Yeah, big guy.
Yeah. I don't know where he went.
Okay.
We need to find him. We think he might be in these buildings that are, tell him whatever direction,
Okay.
north of here.
Okay.
But it's super dangerous in there, so I want you to go check, but like you need to be really careful.
Be silent like the night. And he
Mhm.
just folds into the ground. Slithers off like a little shadow on the floor.
All right, so should we just go there? We can like get close.
What time is it roughly for our reference?
2, maybe 3 in the morning.
Okay.
I think we should come up with kind of a plan at first. So if there's something there, we can find it.
There's something there.
Sure,
Mr. Mime,
Yes.
we can come
army
up,
of hostage.
we can come up with a plan on the
Yes.
way. We should go. If he's in there, we have to get him now.
The Ditto will kind of tug on your shorts.
What's
He
up?
goes, Pokeball, Crash. Mr. Mime, army of hostage. We're sorry.
We have to go now.
CJ, I mean, I kind of agree, but we need a foolproof plan if we're gonna do this. We can't go jumping to conclusions.
That's
and-
fine. Come up with a plan while we walk. We'll go.
You guys good with this?
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you good, Ditto?
Good with this.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go.
All right, so we have the key cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, in theory, those could maybe open some of those buildings.
Mm-hmm.
I don't-
And then
I don't really know how the security works, and Milo
Report!
then-
came up with the password for
Right.
the Farfetch, so we have that information too. If it asks us for the password, we at least have that.
and we have Ditto if there's like any like facial or like
Right, yeah. So, Ditto, do you know if
Recognition.
getting into those buildings it uses like facial recognition? Like you could get in,
Report!
yeah, like you could maybe get in by doing that. But I'm thinking maybe we could all split up. Some people could take the key cards We all have the password.
Mm-hmm.
I could maybe bring Manny and Shadow, and he could try and do that thing that he did with the shipping crate and sneak in. Maybe open the door from the inside, or at least sneak things out. Maybe.
Okay, but where are we gonna meet up again?
I thought he can't. Only he can go through a shadow, not other things.
Well, he brought out Mox's Pokeball, right?
Yeah, but not like other Pokemon can't go through it.
Just
Well,
Manny.
I don't know that we know that, right?
I thought we tried
Yeah,
it. And
you
tried
tried.
it.
Well, I tried to go through, and I couldn't go through, but Manny was able to pull a Pokeball through, so, I mean, I guess we just don't know. But either way, maybe he could sneak in and open things from the inside, or at least see what's on the inside.
Can Wadsworth do what Remus did to me? Like make me look like the Ditto's partner?
You can try.
Wait, could Wadsworth like sense this Pokeball and like find out where it came from or where Crash went?
I have no idea.
He's
I feel like
Can
it's
ask
worth
him.
trying
Yeah.
for sure.
Try it.
Can we
Go
do
to
that?
him. Sure.
Is that
yeah, yeah.
okay? Is he out?
Yeah.
Okay, Wadsworth. Can you like sense where people are or Pokemon are?
Crash.
Okay, what if so like I try to catch Crash with this, can you like touch it and like sense where he went?
Roll an intelligence check for Wadsworth.
Oh boy. 16.
All right. Wadsworth will kind of take your hand.
Mm-hmm.
He'll think for a moment back to all those times where he's seen Crash kind of walking around. He's like, I know who Crash is. Let's see if we can find him. And he kind of like astral projects with you. And it's
Okay.
sort of similar to your dream that you had,
Okay.
where he's just kind of flies up with you for a second and he goes, Crash should be nearby.
To where we are right now?
Yes. I don't think he's far.
Okay.
We should go.
Okay.
He just kind of flies you very quickly over
Whoa.
the treetops, and you look down, you can see
Whoa.
Dez kind of like carving his way through the ground.
He's moving so fast.
He is quite fast. Now then, what is the device he showed me?
It's a Pokeball that the bad team anchor is using to steal Pokemon and their Pokeballs that they are caught in.
I see. But Crash does not have one of his own?
I have no idea. Not that I know of.
Huh. Well, the good news is he is nearby. He is quite distressed.
Is he in one of these buildings?
He is. As you look down, you can see 5 distinct large buildings, but one of them is just this massive radio tower.
Okay.
It's just like it stretches way up into the sky, but even with the moonlight that's kind of lit up, you can see there's a glossy sheen over this thing. It's barely visible. You just see like a little green light kind of flashing dimly at the top. And he kind of points down to one of the buildings. He goes, "He is there. Would you like to see him?"
Yes.
Okay. He kind of flies the two of you down.
It's not in the radio tower. It's just one.
Not- yeah,
that was
not in
just
the
a
radio
reference
tower.
point.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's kind of like four squares kind of right next to each other, and then in the middle is this big
Yeah,
radio tower.
okay.
He's taking you from the direction that you're heading, the far left one.
Okay.
He says, "Very well." And as you kind of like fly down together, you can see two individuals that kind of look similar to how the Ditto looked when you found him.
Okay.
Just very blank, expressionless. Like their eyes are clearly lifeless. They're just seem to be operating something on a screen. And you can see in this large glass enclosure is a Crash he's like feverish with rage. You can see veins kind of bulging out. He's slamming himself into the glass. And the Dittos seem to just be taking notes on him.
Are there others too, or just?
So far, just 2 Dittos.
Well,
kinda hanging out
like
there.
just Crash in terms of Pokemon being kept in
that
glass?
in that specific room, yeah.
Okay.
And he goes, he seems distressed, and you can see Crash kind of like flashes his eyes over towards you, and there's like this look of recognition and a flash on the back of the Source Stone, and he kind of nods and he just keeps playing along, keeps slamming into the wall. And Wadsworth goes, we should leave.
Okay.
They may be on to us.
Okay.
And he kind of like, as he's taking you out, one of the Dittos kind of like slowly turns its gooey, gelatinous neck head over to you, just all the way back, and it kind of blinks for a second and rubs its eyes, and then Wadsworth kind of pulls you out of the building. He goes, "We can get him, but it will not be easy."
Okay. Do you know, are there a lot of Pokemon in a similar situation? Can
I
you
sense
tell?
many.
Okay. Okay,
We should save them if we can.
I agree.
I will take us back now.
Okay.
We have work to do.
Is Crash the strongest of the ones being held?
Don't tell him I told you, but no. And he'll kind of
I was just thinking, if
Pull
we
you
get
back.
one chance at a surprise, we should get the strongest one out first.
he goes, "I have one in mind."
Okay.
Kind of pulls you back down to earth, and you and Wadsworth both.
Milo, are you okay?
The good news is Crash is here
Where?
in one of these buildings over here.
Okay.
Where the
Alright,
Mr.
that's-
Mime is?
I didn't see Mr. Mime anywhere. That's the bad news. I don't know exactly what's waiting for us, but based on what I could tell, this is not going to be a stealth operation.
Why?
Just there's a lot going on. There's more Dittos. Crash is in like this big glass cage, and I couldn't see a way to get him out other than breaking it. So
So we're gonna break it.
I think this is gonna be a fight.
Uh-oh.
You guys okay with that?
Bentley's just gonna send out
Yeah.
his entire team,
Yeah. I'll do
including
the same.
Evinrude.
So
Teams out.
here's one proposal. I just want to throw it out there. There are 4 buildings around that radio tower, and it seems like all of those are holding Pokemon against their will one way or the other. So we can try to go as a group and get like the most first and just build our forces, or we can try to maybe split up and do it all at once just to overwhelm them.
Well, if you're saying we can't sneak, then I don't see the point in breaking up. Because we can at least help each other.
Do you know anything about the buildings?
Yeah, like, do you know how we can get in?
Not really. I was kind of in a dream. It wasn't really like
All right, so maybe because we don't know how to open any of the buildings, maybe we go together and try and solve that problem first.
Right, but plus you said we can't sneak, so why would we split up and be more vulnerable? Vulnerable, Carl.
We could probably sneak into the buildings, but then getting them out.
So it wasn't. I'm not saying split up because splitting up's a good idea. I'm saying we can hit all 4 buildings at once, and someone will be
understand.
successful, and we can overwhelm them.
Ditto.
Rather than trying to go to one building and then the rest get locked down, and then we're stuck.
What do you think would be the
We only have
better
2 key
option? Should we
cards.
try and open one building at a time, or all 4 at once?
Hot toddy.
Okay, well,
Sick.
we only have 2 key cards.
We have 2 key cards. We have Ditto.
Your army split all 4 buildings?
Well, I feel like
Stealth.
that might be our answer.
And he gets a big smile.
Wadsworth, do you have any idea
Alright.
which of the buildings Crash is in?
Whack. He'll pick up a stick. He sketches 4 squares on the ground
Mm-hmm.
and a square in the middle. And he points at one of them.
You got that, CJ?
Yeah. Which one was that?
If there's like square, 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 circle, this one.
Okay.
Top left.
You want to take that one?
Actually,
we're
CJ?
s- if we're splitting up,
it's
I'm going
mirrored
there.
for you. So in the direction that you're going in, if you were to head straight from where you are, front left.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if that's the plan and we're splitting up, I'm going there.
Okay.
I think splitting up makes sense, because if they know that one of them breaks out and they have some security protocol, I don't know. So, do we want like a signal where all 4 of us can break in at the same time? Hopefully. I mean, we don't even know
Okay,
if this
wait,
is
wait,
going to
wait,
work.
wait. If we're gonna split up, where are we gonna meet up eventually?
I say back at the fence, maybe?
Where the shack was?
Yeah, the rip in the fence. That
Okay.
way we can escape
Alright.
into
I
the
think-
forest and
Okay.
run.
I think
Okay.
there's something that I could kind of see with this tower in the middle. I feel like this might be a part of, if not the source of his like cloaking abilities. So I feel like if we get everyone out, we should do what we can to break this so that they're not hidden anymore.
The tower?
Yeah. Or
The
something.
cell tower?
Yeah.
Okay.
What if we break the tower first?
I feel
That
like we
might-
need to get Crash out first.
Yeah, that might.
If we free
alert
the
them to
army of
us.
hostage and take down the tower. Because I feel like this is one of those scenarios where we could go in here and we could free absolutely everybody and not get caught and get away, and that's not going to stop Mr. Mime from building it up all over again.
All right, so order of operations:
PEMDAS.
break into the buildings.
Parentheses, exponent.
Hopefully break out Crash, break out and get loose as many hostage Pokemon as we can, and then maybe with all of that firepower we could break the building and undermine
The mime.
Operation Undermine.
Undermime.
Yeah.
I'm curious if that ball is still usable, if we can throw it at Mr. Mime.
Willing to try. If it took Crash, I'm sure it can take pretty much anything else.
All right, let's just rapid fire brainstorm. What plans do you guys? I think that's a good one. Throw the ball at Mime if we come into contact with it.
I don't know. I'm scared of it.
Evinrude, I know you're hurting, but maybe you could get yourself up into a tree, or we could lift you up into a tree, and if you see things going south, you could just clack your wings and try and be like an alarm for us. You think you could do that? All right, I'm gonna trust you, bud. Can you climb up a tree? Do you think you could climb? Maybe not fly.
Yeah, he can hover.
Okay.
He's got hover.
All right, so
not a big
maybe
fan of
Evinrude
hoovering.
could be kind of the eyes over us, and if he sees anything, he can make a noise, and we'll know. Maybe stop what we're doing and run.
So the other thing I want to touch on is there's definitely more Dittos. So Ditto, are all the other Dittos hostage or friends?
Dittos. Friends.
Is there anything we can say to them that would convince them to come help us?
You're cool.
Works for me. So, okay, how do we want to do this? Maybe ID card, ID
perfect.
card. I can maybe see if Manny
Wadsworth
can.
will sketch something in the dirt for you that looks kind of like this. With a stick.
Oh my god.
What is this? What in the hell is that?
Death.
Guan.
It's upside down for me, so I really can't tell what that is.
I can't tell what it is. Right side up.
He goes.
Is that
Guan.
what I think that is?
The strongest?
Guan.
Okay. Do you know what building that is? I'll go with you.
Guan.
Okay.
All right, so Milo Wadsworth keycard?
Guan.
No.
No.
All right, I'll take it. So if Wadsworth can get you in, I'll have the key card. Maybe Phoebe has a key card, and then
Guan.
CJ, do you want to go with Ditto?
Fine with me.
What
I
do
mean,
you
I
guys
have
think?
the gun, so I'm not super worried.
If I am in trouble, I will have baby Skarmory make its metal noise. If everything went well and we're going to meet up, I will have Howl Howl.
All right, Drip. We're about to do something very, very dangerous, and I wouldn't want to put you in harm's way. So, do you maybe want to try joining my team again? I'll boop him with the amber ball.
Right on the snoot.
Get him.
Yeah.
Boop him on the snoot.
33.
Squirtle's like, great.
And I'll grab that.
All right. Is he your fifth now?
Yes.
Who's going away?
Drip.
Drip. Up into the sky.
We have Milo Wadsworth, Phoebe Keycard,
Yeah.
Bentley Keycard, CJ Ditto.
Yeah.
I can have Evinrude go up in a tree, keep an eye out, and clatter if he sees anything.
Okay.
Is there anything else we can think of?
We're meeting by the fence.
Yeah. Maybe.
Thought it was the tower.
The fence that's by the tower where we came in.
No, the tower's in the
Two
middle.
different towers.
Yeah.
You think?
There's a big tower.
In between these
And then
4
the tower
buildings
that
that
we
we're
went
about to
into.
go in.
Which tower
Different
are we
Well,
at?
towers.
One in
after
the middle.
there's 4 buildings.
If you
and
clear
there's
your
one in the
building,
middle.
go to the tower.
In the
That's
middle
it.
of the buildings.
And then if that goes well, we can meet up back by the fence.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Milo, do you want to leave Girafarig by the fence? And then maybe he could draw the other Pokemon to that spot so that they can escape?
Yeah, I'll have them and my new bird friend, naming him Atticus, and they will meet over there.
All right.
I'm gonna call Dez.
All right.
Did you find him?
There's a lot of buildings. I keep flying in and out. Still looking though.
All right. Well, stay with me for now. We're gonna go into one of the buildings.
You got it. He reappears in the gem inside your hand.
So I'm gonna instruct my Girafarig pal and my 2 Talo twins. Hey, if you guys see any Pokemon that look like they're kind of running for safety or cover, try to flag them down and show them the hole in the fence to get out. Good job.
I'll just huddle with Mortar, Rose, and Manny. All right, guys. We're about to do a crazy, dangerous mission. Crash is in one of these buildings. And we got to break him out. So it's probably going to be a tough battle, but just stick by the team, and I know we can do this. Hands in.
Mortar slams his big old hand down.
Yeah, he does.
Whack. Manny just like barely hoists the bone in. He's like, I got it.
Mortar's giant arm, the bone, and then
And then
Rose's
Rose
flipper.
flips around and goes, tap!
Sweet.
Bloop!
I'm doing essentially the same thing, but I'm telling them,
Shh. Gleek.
Gleek,
Gleek.
do
Gleek.
you want to help? Gleek, do you want to help?
Gleek.
Then shh.
Gleek.
Thank you.
Gleek. Gleek.
Beautiful.
Gleek.
All right, so
All right.
what buildings do you guys want to take if CJ's taking the one with Crash?
Quack. Not right.
We're going to this one right here.
All right, which one should we take?
Quack.
Just 2 left.
Top left, top right?
Are you ready?
Nope. I don't think it's a good idea, but all right, let's go.
Hands in.
As soon as I remember how to spell. And then
Real quiet.
a 5th slimy ditto hand squeezes in there and he goes,
Yes.
hot toddy.
Yes.
On hot toddy.
1, 2,
No,
3,
save
hot toddy.
save Crash on 3. Real
1.
quiet. 2, 3. Save Crash.
Save toddy.
Hot toddy.
Save toddy. Save Todd.
All right, guys. Good luck.
Be safe.
Let's do this.
I'll walk off with Wadsworth and my squad.
I'll do the same with Ditto. Gonna call back the rest of my squad.
Okay.
I'm going to call back Rose so she doesn't have to flop around, and I'll go in with
Okay.
Manny and Mortar.
Sick.
I'm carrying baby Skarmory, but
All right. Yeah, it's still early for her, so she's
Yeah.
like nestled up against your belly. She's
but
fucking
Hal,
full
Monty,
asleep.
and Wadsworth are along my side.
Oh, baby.
Dope.
Oh, baby.
All right. So, we're gonna assume that everything is happening all at once.
Okay.
Who's going first, or are we rolling initiative?
Do it in the order that you think works best as DM.
We can
That's-
roll
or if you
initiative.
wanna
That's
roll.
not what I
Let's
asked.
roll
Or if
initiative.
you wanna
Let's
roll.
roll initiative.
Yeah, I think
No,
rolling
I
is
asked.
better.
All right, roll initiative. We'll see who gets
What are we
straight
rolling?
Just a D20.
Just a D20.
Straight
Natty
roll.
1, baby.
Straight
High,
roll.
high or low?
Don't even
Straight
add anything.
roll.
Just tell me who. Roll a dice. Tell me what you get.
I got a 10.
7.
17. 1.
All right.
Get it out
CJ,
of the
rather
way.
fittingly, you're going first.
Alrighty.
And then just you guys just remember your numbers based on who's going when.
Sure.
I'm next, then Tia, then.
All right, CJ. As you start walking in with Ditto, you're strapped. You got a Glock at your hip. You ready to go? The Ditto kind of folds up into the guard form that you saw when you first met him.
Perfect.
He goes, "Straighten that tie, boy. Report."
All right. Yeah.
Are
this
you
is a good plan.
straightening your tie?
No, I'm just gonna stand there, act like he's pushing me along. Kind of put the gun behind instead of on my hip. Kind of hide it
Okay.
underneath my hoodie.
And as he kind of gets up to the, we'll fudge some distance and time first. As you guys kind of approach a clearing where you can see the building that you want to go to, he just goes, "Stealth."
Yeah. All right.
He's like,
Let's do this.
and then he promptly just like steps out into the thoroughfare and kind of walks up to the doorway and just goes, "Report!" And there's a little sensor on the door that goes, and then a green light kicks on, and you hear a door kind of unlatch, and he goes,
All right. I'm going.
"All right." And as he kind of like slimes the door open for you, leaves like this sticky residue under his palm. It's kind of gross.
Love it.
And he's like, as he ushers you inside, he kind of just like folds you behind him. It's like, "Stealth."
Mm-hmm.
Make a stealth check with advantage because you are being literally
Aided.
covered by someone who looks like they belong there.
Thank God. Let's go. Crit.
Great. All right.
Crit.
Yeah, as you're walking down, you can see another individual that looks strikingly like the Ditto that you're with, and they both just go, "Report!" And as it walks by, you can see like it barely has feet. It's just kind of like sliming along. It's pretty gross. Your Ditto's a little more put together. As they kind of he continues walking, the other Ditto just slimes through the crack in the door.
Oh,
You're like,
oh,
"Ooh,
oh boy.
okay." But as you're walking through, go ahead and make a perception check because you see a whole lot of doors.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, filthy 20. Excellent. As you're walking through, you see 4 doors, and they all seem to have different insignias on them that just don't mean anything. There's no rhyme or reason to the pictograms on there, and the Ditto that you're with just goes, "Crash."
Let's go then.
Points to one of them.
We got to get in there.
As he slimes up, he kind of looks at the door, and it seems to require some kind of key card, and he just goes,
Amazing.
and the door goes and swings open.
Let's go.
And as you look inside, you see 2 more little Ditto figures just. They seem to be turning dials and knobs, and there's all kinds of like weird machinery in this big glass box and inside your bud. Your big old bud Crash as he's slamming himself into the glass wall. You can see like a little bit of a fracture starting to form, but it's like maybe this big on this massive glass screen. And all behind him are all kinds of like electronic cattle prods and all kinds of devices that seem to be getting close, and then he just kind of lashes out with water and just like slams them into the walls. He's holding his own.
Good.
He's like, "You won't get a look out of me." But as he looks in, he kind of sees you, and he kind of like wells up a tear and goes, and just keeps hitting the door. What are you doing?
I'm gonna first look around and see if there's anybody else in the room other than the 2 Dittos.
Make a perception check.
11.
All right. You see 2 Dittos, aside from the one that you walked in with.
Okay, I'm gonna like whisper quietly to the Ditto I'm with, and say, "Friend or foe," to the Dittos.
Okay. He kind of surveys them. Oh, they're both 4s. Looks at both and goes, not friend,
Okay.
not cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull out the gun
Didn't know this clicks.
Okay.
and attempt to shoot both of them.
What?
Okay. Roll a d20 for both.
They don't invite me to lunch.
Shoot him.
Any check with this or any modifier? I mean?
Dexterity.
Okay.
This is a dex-based gun.
So the first one's a 12.
Okay.
It's a dex-based gun.
The second one's a 17.
Okay. 17, no problem. 12, your hand's a little shaky. You're like, I've never done this before. And you watch as the dart just kind of slams into the back of the head, and the ditto just goes, just collapses in a heap. And then the second one, you're like, okay, no, that was easy. Boom. And you just clock the other one, just like right in the temple. And he just kind of looks at you and goes,
Bang.
sleep. And the two dittos just kind of collapse into a puddle of jam on the floor.
And I'm gonna run up to that panel and ask the ditto, how do we get him out?
He goes, Crash. And he pushes a button, and one of the, like, cattle prods moves in, and Crash is like, ah! He's like, we're sorry. Crash. And the room starts to fill with water, and he's like, we're sorry.
That one's actually
Crash.
probably okay.
And then the glass panels kind of go
There we go.
lift up, and a bunch of water kind of flows into the room. The water's still flowing. Then it just goes, we're sorry.
That's fine. That's fine.
And Crash kind of steps out, and he's just like, and he just walks up and gives you this big old hug.
Yeah. Thank
He's like,
goodness.
buddy!
Holy crap, I did not mean for that to happen. I'm sorry. Never again.
He just looks at you, and he kind of like ruffles your hair. He's like,
All right, we gotta save other Pokemon that are in this building, because if they're doing what they were doing to you, we gotta get them.
ah! And all the water around him kind of like starts to swirl and kind of rides up the wall, and it just freezes over.
Oh shit. Let's go, dude.
He's pissed.
He is pissed.
All right, who's next?
Me.
Milo and Wadsworth.
Yes.
As the two of you approach your building,
Mm-hmm.
Wadsworth seems to be getting like visibly excited, like his tail's kind of waggling. He's got a little wiggle butt.
Interesting.
How perverse.
He's excited.
For the building?
He's
He really likes buildings.
He's excited,
It's his thing.
and as he kind of looks at you, he just goes, "Guac,
Let's do this.
guac,"
Let's save him.
and he Naruto runs up to the door.
Yes.
He
Yes.
just goes, "Dun, dun, dun, dun."
You have to do the same.
And he kind of runs up and he flattens himself against the door. He's like,
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
All right.
This portly yellow belly.
Yeah, yeah.
Quack,
He's
quack,
like-
quack, quack.
Let's go. Let's go, squad.
Okay. And he kind of looks up. And he's like, "Guac," just staring at the facial recognition scanner. He goes, "Guac," and it kind of just goes. And you see one of the little
Whoa.
circuits kind of snaps,
Dang,
and
good
the door
job.
goes. It swings open.
All right.
Guac. He kind of goes running inside.
We'll run in, and
Okay.
Hal will be like prowling on the ground, and
Yeah. Right as you enter, you can see a little ways down the hall, walking away from you, is one of the guard individuals, just kind of walking. Goes, "Guac."
walking away from us.
Mhm.
Okay. Is it just a hallway?
Mhm.
What's at
Seems
the
like-
end of the hallway? Can I just tell?
Go ahead and perceive.
Perceive.
17.
17. Okay. It looks like at the end of this hallway, it kind of branches out into two further hallways. So
Okay.
it'll say like rooms 102 to 114 or whatever that way, and then some more rooms that way.
Are there
but
doors?
There's 4 doors in the hallway that you're in.
Okay.
And then it looks like it expands.
Okay. All right. Let's check out one of
He
these
just goes-
rooms.
Quack.
Or do any of these rooms right here have any Pokemon in them?
And he's still like all excited. He's, quack, 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 quack.
Okay. So I'll take that as yes to all of them with quantities in each. Okay.
Quack,
Let's hit up this room that has 3.
quack, quack.
Get some numbers.
Kind of comes waddling up to the door, and he's like flat to the side. He's like, "Is everyone seeing?" Quack. And he watches another panel just kind
Freaking
of swings open.
specialist.
Okay.
Quack. All right,
So
let's go.
sick. And I'll like quietly close the door behind us.
Okay. Yeah, right as you sneak in, you can see another guard-looking individual just.
All right, you guys. If he does something you think isn't, if he reacts poorly to this, we're gonna have to attack him.
Quack.
And I'll just walk up to it and go, "Hey, you're cool."
And you see just this most deadpan stare, just. You're cool.
Yeah. You want to get out of here?
Out of here.
Let's get out of here.
Out of here.
Yeah.
And he just kind of stands up and turns around and just walks towards the door.
Are there any other
Outta
Pokemon in
here.
here or just this guy?
There seems like there's something going on, but this room is very poorly lit.
Okay. See if Howl can do like a little bit of ember just to light it up a little bit. See if there's a light switch or a light source.
Okay. Yeah, as Hell kind of lifts his head, the little charcoal begins to glow ever so slightly. And in the darkness of this room, you can see three rather large shell-looking things. One's kind of suctioned on one of the walls, and then two of them are kind of conglomerating in one of the corners of this room.
Hey, you guys, come on, we're getting you out of here.
And two big eyes just
Come on.
and it begins like very slowly worming across the ground. It looks like they can see the open door. They're just not fast.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Slurping along the walls.
Howl, keep an eye at the door.
Howl's like,
like stay at the door and just keep an eye out and make sure that they get out. You can protect them. I know.
just
You
looking
can.
back, there's. It's like, okay.
They're trying. We'll be across the way in this room.
He's like, they're so slow.
I know, but we have to help them out.
All right, fine.
And then
Okay.
the rest of us the four of us will go across the hallway to the other door.
Okay. So it was 1, 2, 3, 1. So you want to go from 3 to 1?
Yeah, straight
Okay.
across.
Cool. Yeah, as you head straight across,
I'll do a tumble out.
yeah, as you tumble out, Wadsworth's like, yeah, as you run across the hall, Monty kind of looks around and just goes. He's kind of staring into the facial recognition thing on the door.
Hey, get away from that. Oh, okay. Good to know. Okay. Disregard
And it
that
kind of
comment.
swings open to an empty room on your side of the glass. But on the other side is a backlit, large, dark green, kind of like insect-looking thing. It looks like a suit of armor, just kind of sat down with large folded wings, and you can just hear. So dope. And Wadsworth is just like. Quack, 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 quack.
All right,
Quack.
I'll run up to the glass. Be like, we're gonna get you out of here.
You just see one large eye just kind of like flicks back towards you.
All right, I'm gonna try to figure a way to get you out, but will you help us free the rest of the Pokemon?
And as it kind of stands up, it's easily like twice your height. And it's got these incredibly long, sharp, serrated scythes for arms.
Whoa.
And it just goes.
All right.
So sick.
So, I want to go look at the control panel to see if there's anything super obvious.
Yeah, there's it almost looks like a keyboard,
Uh-huh.
but anywhere you would expect to see anything that makes any sense at all is just a series of shapes.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Control Alt Delete.
Gets you out of a jam.
I'm glad you took my advice.
Thank you.
Seriously.
You've managed to open Task Manager.
Find.
Heck yeah. Close program. Scyther out.
I'm gonna see if maybe Baby Skarmory is able to do some glass damage or cutting.
Glass damage. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You kind of put her down. She's like,
Yeah. We're trying to get him out. See if you can use your super sharp beak or your razor sharp wings to get him out.
she just goes, and like little tiny chips of glass are coming off, and the Scyther's like, like you're helping. Just
I'm gonna go back to the keyboard. Is there a screen associated with it? I'm gonna let Skarmory keep trying in the meantime.
There does not appear to be a screen associated with it. It seems to be just
Interesting.
like very large keys.
Interesting. I'm gonna poke my head out of the hallway. Has that Ditto left yet?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He appears to have just like exited the building.
All right. Well,
You're like, you want to get out of here? And he's like, my shift's over, I guess. Cool.
Sweet.
I'm out.
Are all the keys on the keyboard the same color?
No, they're
Okay.
not. Some of them seem to be green, and others are like a bright orange.
Okay. I'm gonna push a green key.
Okay. Yeah, you push a green key, and some like old timey music starts playing in with the Scyther, and he's just like,
Okay. Well,
"It's
that
like,
was
heard that one before.
That wasn't too bad. Press an orange one
Okay. And a cattle prod kind of.
and push it again.
Kind of lights on fire, and the Scyther's like, really? This again? And it kind of like begins getting closer, and you hit the button again, it goes.
All right. So not pushing the orange ones.
And then Baby Skarmory just sits there and goes,
Oh
And
God.
kind of shatters a big chunk of the glass out, and the Scyther's like,
All right, that was
Okay.
That was loud. All right, well now we've made some noise, so we need to put a movement on it, and
and you hear out of the keyboard, report!
I'll just go, report.
When the Rhyhorn approaches, what do you do?
Grab it by the horn.
Okay.
Persuasion check. Make a persuasion check. I want it to work. Oh, so good.
18.
Yes, it worked.
shit.
That's,
It's like,
with,
oh, did they change the password?
that's with a negative modifier. too.
Okay.
Oh shit.
He's like, okay.
Oh my God. Ooh. Okay, that was really close.
And Wadsworth just he was like,
Yeah, I don't know. It
what?
just seemed like it fit the other one. I don't know.
The Scyther will kind of like insert the serrated bits onto the glass and just pulls back and kind of shatters enough room to step out. Gently pats Baby Skarmory on the head, and she's like, that is the biggest food I have ever seen.
All right, so here's the deal. You, do you want to free the ones in the other two rooms? All right, let's go. And I'll like help him get into one of the rooms, but then I want to see if I can assist these super slow snail guys on getting out. If
They're
I
about,
can,
they're about halfway
if I
to the
can
door.
like pick them up, maybe.
Yeah.
Halfway to the
They're
door.
halfway to the door, and the one that's on the wall's like kind of going up, and then Hal's like,
Yeah,
Just coming back
I want
down.
to see if I can pick one up.
okay. Yeah, they just kind of like, and it's still just
How big is it?
about the size of a basketball.
Okay, I'm gonna. Can
Much
Hal
heavier,
carry
though.
it?
Probably on his back.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's what I
gross,
meant.
though.
Yeah. How can you run him outside?
He's like,
You can do it,
yeah,
man. Yeah. Okay.
sure. Yeah.
All
Just
right.
do it. Just do it.
Run him out and
Puts
then
it on
come
there and
back
he
for the
just-
next one.
Kind of runs over to the doors.
That's so gross.
Oh god. And he kind of like slides down, and he still has to wait for them to go. Transition to the floor.
And I'll work on getting the other ones, but I'll let Monty and Skarmory assist the Scyther in the next room.
Awesome. So the three of them, as they enter the next room, they see two large green chambers full of just goo. There seems to be something floating in it.
Well, baby Skarmory would probably just try to do the same thing.
Yeah, it should be like this.
Monty
works.
would definitely investigate it.
Okay. Monty will get all up close. Go. Make an investigation check for Montgomery. Montgomery. What does he see?
19.
All right. As Monty's looking in there, he sees two things that are vaguely familiar. He has not seen these actual Pokemon. He has seen representations of them. He sees one that looks like a boxer, and another that looks like it delivers strong kicks, but is not a Hitmonlee. As he looks in, it's got like this kind of pointed top to its head. And as Monty's like, ah! And all the glass just, and Monty's like, oh, truth and rice, guys, truth and rice. So he kind of flies away, and the goo falls away. The Scyther kind of slides up, sides facing towards it, and kind of catches the two bodies. And they're both just like, and the Scyther just goes, all right, you're coming with me, I guess. And he just kind of hauls him over his shoulder. He's like, okay, don't cut anyone. I am not designed for this. He'll kind of walk those two out. And as you look out the door, you're like, oh, all right. They're both just like dripping green slime. And baby Skarmory's got just the biggest smile. She's like, and I helped.
She's killing it.
I did it.
Covered
Yeah.
in goo.
I'm so shrill.
Meanwhile, Hal comes back, and you just see the little guy like right outside the door. Just... He's making a break for the tree line. You got 3 to 4 weeks.
Nice.
All right.
You got time.
Wow.
So then I'll give him the other one, and then I'll take the third one myself
Okay.
and run them out and try to get them closer to Girafarig
Okay.
and Atticus, and then
They're
Then-
waiting on the other side of the fence.
yeah, just
Okay.
like
Yeah, if you just turn the snails, they're like they start moving.
and
Put it in
or-
perspective, they're moving about 1 foot per round.
wow.
Whoa.
They're
Is-
snails.
Is he just setting down the two guys he saved? Scyther?
Yeah, he kind of sits them down outside, and he's like,
They need to rest. Okay, let's go. And then we'll go back in
Okay.
into the last
The
room.
final
And then, Scyther, do you know of Mr. Mime? Yeah, we need to take him out. All right, we're here to help you. There's some other friends that are helping in the other buildings, and we're gonna try to save everyone and take down Mr. Mime. So let's get this final room, see if we get any more help, and then maybe check out what's down the hall.
Okay. Yeah. As you burst into the final room, there's just this one more large glass panel. This big bulbous pink thing just licking on the glass, leaving these big smears of saliva on it.
All right, never mind. I'm just kidding.
And as you walk, you just go,
Yeah.
"Ah!"
All right, let's get him out. All right, it's nice and wet there. Might be the weak point in the glass. I have no idea.
You watch as the big pink thing just kind of spins around with its tiny stub leg, just goes, "Kish!" and just shatters the glass.
Didn't
Wow.
even need our help.
Ah!
Hi, we're getting out of here. Come on.
Heck yeah.
Just kind of walks out, and his tongue's just flailing everywhere. Every time he steps, it's just.
All right, here's the deal, friend. We're gonna try to take down Mr. Mime. But if you don't want to, it's fine. You see our friends over there on the other side of the fence? They can help you escape if you want.
And he kind of like coils his tongue up, and he's like,
You want to help? Let's take him down.
Squad up.
It is amazing.
Okay.
Just the
Incredible.
derpiest duo of all time.
And he kind of walks out to the two the Hitmon top and the Hitmon chain. He's like, and they're like, oh no, ew. He's like, and the Hitmon chain just goes. The Hitmon top just starts spinning. He's like, I'm in.
All right.
Let's do it.
See how my friends are in the other building saving the other Pokemon, and then we're gonna group up and take down Mr. Mime.
Sick. Yeah, they're all like, tight. We in this, boys.
All right. So, do you know if there's anything else down the hall?
They go,
No. Well, it's
never been there.
it's worth checking. So we'll go investigate, but we can pivot if you'd like. Whatever's easier.
Yeah, we'll jump to another building. Alright, Phoebes.
Mm-hmm.
Stealth is your middle name.
No.
Phoebe Stealth Wilhelm.
That's the complete opposite.
Nah. Phoebe Noise Wilhelm.
That's why I was
Phoebe
very,
Noise.
I was very opposed to this plan,
More like
but I went
Gleek
with it.
noise.
Click.
line.
Click, click, click. Click, click. Shh. Click.
If you're too loud.
Whoa.
Click.
I know. It's disturbing.
Click.
Shh. All right. Do you want to go back and go?
Click.
Okay. Cool. We're going up to the door. Use a key card.
Alright.
Shirley, I'm gonna pull her back in the ball. Be like, Shirley, we gotta move quicker than you can.
Just like,
Then you can move. But I need you ready.
We're gonna need you, Shirley.
Shirley, we will need you.
That's what they always say. They never mean it.
You the best.
And then I get forgotten about.
See you in a second, Queen. All right.
Okay.
back in she goes.
All right.
Phoebe.
Yeah.
As you enter your building,
Uh huh.
you see 4 doors. Each with weird glyphs on them that mean almost nothing to you. You're like, Flynn? What are any of these? What are these symbols? They don't even look like language. They're just strange markings. Lots of the door handles in here are also just covered in a nice viscous layer of slime. Looks like somebody just coated the door handles in Vaseline as some sort of weird joke.
Escaline.
Okay. I'm gonna approach the closest door.
Okay. Left or right?
On the left.
Okay. Closest door on your left. That door handle's real gross looking.
Yep. Gonna touch it as little as possible,
Okay. Just,
but open it.
all right. As you push open your door, you can see 3 guard-looking individuals sitting around a table. And they appear to be pretending to drink coffee out of mugs.
Pretending?
Yeah, they're just like... But they're just like spilling it down their fronts.
Okay.
There's just 3 of them in there,
Is it like a break room?
potentially.
So.
You wanna look around?
Yeah.
Alright.
Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
19.
Okay. Yeah, they all see you come in, and then they look at the clock on the wall. They look back and they just keep going. And as you're like, all right. See, there's a vending machine in here. Seems to be selling all kinds of little packages of chips,
Mm-hmm.
some small candies. There's a microwave. Looks
There's
kind
a,
of dirty.
there's a
Okay.
line to use it.
Yeah. Very specific, but yeah. One of the dittos seems to be waiting for a microwave burrito, but every time the alarm goes off, he just hits another 2 minutes on
So
there.
they are dittos. Like,
Yeah.
visually.
Mhm. Yeah, if you look at them, they
bodies.
just have like cold, soulless black dots for eyes.
Okay.
And their mouths are very unsettling, and the noses are all like kind of flat and smushed in. They haven't quite got the face right. Everything else seems pretty on par, but the face just
Okay.
isn't quite there.
Is there lockers?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
there's lockers in there.
Can I go look in one of the lockers?
Yeah. Do you pick one that is locked or unlocked?
Unlocked.
An unlocked locker?
Yes.
Smart choice.
Okay. Yeah. So you can see the first 2 that you check are empty,
Okay.
because it doesn't seem like there's that many people here that actually store things.
Yeah.
One of them just has a small jar that seems to be full of like some excess Ditto slime. And then another one has a half-eaten sandwich.
Okay.
What a bounty.
So that's it. Sandwich and jar of goo.
Yeah, and all three of the Ditto heads just kind of like follow you around the room and just continue to spill coffee down the front of them wherever they're looking.
Okay. So there's no. What else is in the room? Just microwave, lockers, dittos
Little
at the table,
Vending machine.
vending machine.
There's probably like a sink in there so they can clean their hands.
Little ditto
Sick.
break room.
Okay, I'm gonna go wash my hands.
Okay. Look at the go. And then they just periodically they just look at the clock.
What time is it?
It's like 4 in the morning now.
4 a.m.
Yeah. You guys spent a long time walking back.
It's time to unionize.
I mean, I'm totally down to do that right now. Okay, so wash my hands.
You get a
Is there
you get a
coffee?
strong nod from all of them.
Okay. Is there coffee?
Yeah. Yeah, because
Okay.
they're drinking it.
I'm gonna
just
grab
pouring it down
a
the front
cup
of
of
themselves.
Joe.
Okay. Just to blend in.
Join these cool dudes.
You just join them at the table.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Yeah, as you sit down, they just go.
I'm gonna point at the clock.
And they're like, oh.
Never mind. I'm just gonna pat her. All right, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna leave.
Okay. Yeah, as you go to leave, they go.
Yep. Cheers. And leave with a cup of coffee.
Okay. Yeah, as you walk
I'm
out
gonna
with the
shut the
coffee,
door.
Pontiki's like,
You want some? All right, I'm gonna hold the cup, but like tip a little bit. You wanted it. No? No, no, no more. No, no, no. That one? You want coffee? Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm gonna give Gleek coffee.
okay, they all hop over to the cup and they're like,
They all get a sip.
they just kind of psionically lift some drips up and then
Good God.
3 of them hate it. 2 of them seem kind of indifferent.
It's incredible.
2 of them love it.
Oh, that's good. That's a good sign.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah.
You created addiction in your Pokemon.
No, they're ready to go. They're a
Oh,
pump now.
Fair enough.
We're going to the next closest door.
Every day. Okay. Next
Across
closest
the
door.
way.
As you head across the way, you can see a series of like CCTV monitors
Okay.
with one Ditto just kind of stood in the front. He kind of looks at the clock on the wall and he looks back. You can see on all the screens, you can see Howl kind of like runs outside with like a big snail on his back, and he's like, and on the camera you see little thing climb off, and the Ditto just looks and goes.
I'm holding out the cup of coffee. Okay. Clock, go in the room. I'll take over.
That time.
Yep.
He just kind of waddles away.
Those are the important phrases.
Now that Ditto's gone, what else is in the room?
Just a wall of TVs.
What else? There's
And a
nothing else
notepad.
going on in them? Just I saw
You
Howl.
can see, yeah, you can see Howl, and then periodically more and more creatures just keep kind of leaving that building. You see a very large, scythe-armed creature walk out with Milo, and then there's this big thing with a big old tongue. It's just
Okay. Am I able to figure out which subsection is the building I'm in? Like, does their camera showing the break room with the other dittos?
There's nothing inside. It's all external.
Oh, it's all
cameras.
external.
Mhm.
Okay.
So he's monitoring the externals.
Okay.
But you do eventually see Bentley kind of like walking up to a door
Good luck.
at an amount of speed
You got this, man.
with between 0 and 4 Pokemon in tow.
Okay. And there's nothing else in the room? Do I need to investigate to...
If you'd like to investigate, you may.
Okay.
But all you can see so far is a bunch of TV screens, a notepad, and a pen.
11.
Play stands as it was called on the field.
All right.
Notepad and a pen. All the markings on the notepad make no sense. It's just gibberish. Seems like he was just like doodling in a circle a little bit, and then lifted the pen and did it again.
Okay.
If there's a language there, it's
Yeah.
who knows.
Fair enough. Don't speak
Who
ditto.
knows what jellies talk about.
I'm leaving the room.
All right, you leave the room.
I'm going to the third room.
Okay. As you enter the third room, you see what appears to be some sort of large charging station. It opens out into like this weird plus-shaped device with 4 like little grappled hooks on the bottom, and 2 of them appear to be occupied by a rather large Pokeball.
Okay. So it's a charging station.
Mm-hmm.
2 are occupied.
Yep.
Third.
And Pontiki's cheeks are like sparking off. Second you open the door, you get a little static shock when you touch the handle.
Ow.
It's not
Pontiki.
insulated. She's like, I'm sorry.
And you said it's Pokeballs?
It's rather large ones.
What the heck? And there's nothing else? There's not like a panel or anything?
Nope. Seems like this is a genuine like live wire, and they're just all kinds of sparks are shooting out. And Pontiki's just like,
You okay?
and then your hair kind of shoots up a little bit.
Good? Okay.
She's just like vibrating. Just
Can we get closer? You gonna be okay?
and she kind of arcs a shock of lightning into the
Yeah.
into the live wire. She's just
Jacked up.
Can you direct it at one of the balls?
roll an attack.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
For her thunder shock.
Mm-hmm.
19.
19, you say? Okay. Yeah, as Pontiki's sitting there, she's like, and just fires off this this arc of lightning towards one of the Pokeballs. He watches it just spins and 2 large eyes open up. She goes, and it begins to glow.
Uh-oh.
Hey Phoebe,
Nope.
I need you to make a dex save.
Oh god.
We're gonna need a dex save. Yeah, we'll need a
13.
dex save. It's a hit the dex save. For you?
Yeah.
Alright, what about for the Gleeks? And for Sage? Pontiki can either make her own or she can ride it out with you. It's up to you. Because you're holding her.
Sage is 11.
Okay.
2.
Hopefully it's not 15.
Nobody was higher than 14?
Nope.
Okay. So we're,
we're all dead.
So we're gonna come back to you. Bentley.
I have to follow that.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh no.
We're gonna
Oh
need
my
a dex save.
God.
A much better dex save.
All right, Bentley goes up, key card on the front door.
All right,
with
just skirt.
Mortar and Manny in tow.
All right. Yeah. Mortar and Manny in tow. Yeah, Manny will kind of run up to beat you to the door, and he's like jumping up, but he's about 3 feet shorter than the door handle, and then the shadows just like folds through the door. Manny's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot." Just kind of walks.
Manny, hold on. Key card
Okay.
open.
You open it, and Mortar's like, "Oh, anybody else gonna hold the door?" Okay, no.
All right. So what does it look like inside? You need me to
When you walk
perceive?
inside, you see a very long, like white tile hallway
Okay.
with 4 beige wooden doors,
Okay.
2 on each side. And they're evenly staggered.
All right. I'll go front left. And does it need a key card?
It appears to, yeah.
Okay. I'll key card.
Awesome. Yeah, you just
Guys, in here.
I'll open that up and go
Okay.
in.
Manny's just like, come, don't leave me behind. I want to see. I want to see. I want to see. I want to see what's going on. Okay. As you walk in, you can see 2 individuals kind of sitting in front of a readout monitor. One seems to be showing like vital signs. There's like a heartbeat kind of going on. And another one seems to have just a bunch of other readouts, just several numbers that keep fluctuating and changing. And inside is this rather large kind of aquarium-shaped thing. Lots of water flowing around in there. There seems to be 2 seahorse-looking fellas just hanging out in there.
I'll send out Rose.
Okay.
Rose, we're gonna try and bust them out of here, but we might need your aqua ring on both of them so that they can actually move.
Seal.
All right.
And I'll walk up like next to the people at the dials, I guess.
Okay.
Just go.
You're cool.
You're cool.
Do you wanna break them out?
Break them out,
Yeah.
and the glass starts to, and the water starts flooding away, and Rose is like, "Embrace me, Ocean Father. I'm ready." As
All right.
Manny and Mortar are both like, "Dad, Dad, Dad."
I'll pick up Manny.
Dad!
Real quick. Mortar's kind of on his
Mortar's like, it's cold! It's cold! And he starts climbing up your leg. He's like, "Dad,
All right,
Dad, you
I'll have
betray
him-
me!
I'll have him like grab onto the
help!"
saddle. He's probably gonna tip me over. but-
Manny's like climbing on top of your head, like pushing you down. He's
Okay.
like, "No!"
How much water?
It's a lot. It's enough to fill an aquarium. As the two horsies come flowing out, Rose just like kind of holds them in a little sphere. Just like, seal.
Good work, Rose. All right, let's go to the next room.
Seal. 2 little horsies are like, "This is substantially less room. It's a downgrade.
What the heck, jerk?
1 star.
We liked it here.
Would not recommend." Okay.
All right, I'll go straight across to the front right door.
Okay. In the front right door, you can see, as you open the door,
Mm-hmm.
you see a very large Nidoking shaped hole in the wall.
Well, I know what was here.
Yeah, with a bunch of like horn drill marks on the glass, and there's all kinds of like massive smashed holes in the walls. And it looks like Nidoking finally just like busted down the door. And you can see another one of those large canisters still kind of like hanging from the ceiling that you found in his back.
Oh, dang. Okay. Well, looks like our job here is done. Good work, guys. Next room.
And I'll hightail it back and go to second one on the right.
Second door on the right. In you go. As you open the door, you see just a large spherical boulder just hanging out in the middle of the glass box. And there's a Ditto in there that's just like kind of drawing in a circle with a pen.
I'll walk up to the Ditto.
You're cool.
That time, you're cool.
Yeah,
Just
that
kind of
time.
stands up and they kind of walk like sideways. They don't really know how to use their bipedal limbs. He's used to like shimmying along, so the whole body's just kind of like gyrating on the way out.
All right,
His
come on,
hips
guys.
do not lie.
And I'll run up to the the glass, and I guess I'll just knock on it.
Okay.
We're going to get you out of here, but stand back.
Okay. Out from behind the spherical boulder slithers a very, very long, dark purple snake with like a yellowish kind of like paint lines all down its back. It's got these massive fangs. Just kind of curls out from under the big boulder.
All right, Mortar, Manny, see if you can break the glass.
see if they can break that glass.
Oh boy. Okay.
Break that
So
glass.
I'm gonna roll a fire punch for Mortar, but would I roll for both Manny and the Shadow, or just Manny?
Probably just Manny.
Okay. 19 for Mortar on the fire punch, and not nearly as good for Manny. It was an 8.
Okay. Yeah, Manny tries to lift the club, and they're just like, "No, I got this." It goes, dun, 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 dun.
Just punching.
Yeah, just double punching the glass. And after a couple seconds, he stops and he's like,
Manny, use your club.
and then Mortar's like, "Okay," and just heats up his arm, kind of punches him with the three little claws, and just starts to melt through the glass. Just,
That's cool.
Way to go, Mortar.
and you watch the molten glass just kind of falls around his arm, and he's like,
You got this, bud. Just make it wide enough for that thing to get out.
"Ah!" As the more and more glass starts to melt through, there's a hole. It's about the size of like a doggy door, and the snake just slithers up and just,
Can you get through?
and it just folds through, and Manny's just like,
Good work, Manny. All right, you can either get out of here or we're gonna try and take down. Oh, all right, bye.
yeah, it just slithers for the door. It's like, yeah, screw this place.
All right, running out.
Let's blow this possible
Final
stain.
door.
I'm out. Okay. Yeah, as you head to the last door. This one does not respond to your key card. It goes.
Shadow, could you maybe do that thing and get Manny to go through this door? And maybe, Manny, if you could bone club the doorknob on the other side, maybe we can break in.
Folds up a little portable hole for Manny.
Okay.
Manny's like,
gonna go through.
Just runs through. And then he comes back and he's like, "I need my club." And he runs back through again.
Okay. So, do you want me to make an attack on the
Oh, yeah.
door?
Oh, yeah. Break that door, bruh.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Yeah. After an alarming amount of seconds, we're like,
Did he understand what I was saying?
Manny, you sure? Tung! And the door handle on your side just flies out.
Whoa.
I tunged so hard I threw my voice.
And I'll open the door and
Okay.
go down and give Manny a little fist bump.
Yeah, he's
Good job, bud. That was awesome.
prison break!
All right. And what's in this room?
All right. As you enter this room, you start to notice that Manny is like already starting to like frost over. It's really cold in here.
Jeez, stay close,
Like you
Mortar.
can immediately see your breath. And in the darkness of this room, you see a very large floating orb of what looks to be ice with two very large horns, and it's just shivering.
Just also in glass.
Yeah.
Mortar, do you think you'd be able to melt this one too, or is it too cold?
Mortar's like, easy. What's it? I swear this never happens. This never.
All right,
never
Manny.
happens.
It doesn't look like Mortar's going to be able to do this, so we need you to shatter that glass. Can you do that? No. With your club. With your club, Manny. Use your club like you did with the door handle. You can do this.
Roll it up.
9.
9. He goes.
Shadow, can you help him out?
Shadow's just like. Roll damage.
Oh, dang. Okay. Rolling it as
Shadow don't play no games.
shadow bone or...
Yeah, boy.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
7 damage.
All right. The club kind of hurls itself towards the glass and just partially shatters and just embeds itself in there.
All right, as
And then
Bentley,
Manny's just hanging on it. He's like,
I'm gonna go up with Manny and try and like pull it down and break more of the glass as I pull
strength check from Bentley.
it. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. 14.
All right. Yeah, as you pull the club out, there's this incredible blast of cold air through the tiny hole that's been made. Just kind of like freezes over your eyebrows. You're like, bro, that's cold. And you see, once the wind kind of calms down, you just see this like big orb just.
We're trying to break you out of here, but my friend can only do that if it's not so cold. Can you maybe make it less cold for just a little bit, and then you can make it as cold as you want? We're trying to break you out. All right, Manny. Guess it's up to you again. Do it. Smash the glass.
17 from
Manny just goes
Mannheim.
and throws the bone club once more, striking true right where the previous hole was, and it just embeds its way down. And Manny's like, "We're going up!" And he just kind of like lifts himself up a couple feet off the ground as the club slams into it. And the big orb is just like kind of shatters his way through after a couple tries. Just,
Are you all right? All right. Do you know if there's more Pokemon anywhere around here, or just in these front rooms? All right. Well, let's go and try and find out. But we're gonna take down Mr. Mime. Otherwise, you can just get out of here.
Clay. And he kind of just levitates out the door.
All right. Well, nobody wants to help me.
He's waiting for you.
Oh, he is? I thought he just dipped.
No.
All
He's
right.
like, "Let's go."
So I'll run back into the hallway and then continue and see if there's any more doors with more Pokemon we can
Okay.
free.
Yeah, as you run further down the hallway, one of the directions, as you kind of look out, points to another one of the buildings. So you can kind of see like out a glass door across a little thoroughfare into another building.
Mm-hmm.
And then to the other side of you is just a set of double doors.
All right, guys. Glalie, let's go that way.
Just go towards the double doors.
And he kind of just blizzards his way over.
Is that the same that would be in my building as well?
Mhm.
I would imagine we would be doing the same thing.
Okay. Yeah, are you guys across from each other? No, because you're front left and you went
Yeah, we are.
to yeah.
Well,
so
I'm going towards the double doors, not the door that leads outside to another building.
Yeah, but you're at about the same point where if you were to finish up with your group and come around, if you were to look out at the same time, you'd be like, "Oh, it's you." Oh, hey.
Okay.
But you would see the Glalie first. Just
Holy.
you could see like frost starting to form over the inside of the building where he's at. Like, all right, cool, weird. And then as you look over, you see the rather large like scythes kind of sneaking around and just.
Whoa.
Okay. And as the two of you lock eyes, you just hear. There's this really, really loud explosion sound, an incredible flash of light. As CJ, as you and Crash make your way back outside the building, you're just like, all right, we made it. One of the buildings in the complex just goes up in flames. And according to the plan, that's where Phoebe was going.
Well, shit. Crash and I are gonna run over there.
Okay.
Yeah, we will. I think it would behoove Milo to at least kick the door open and make sure there's not like something in there that would be a threat to hearing that or whatnot.
Okay. So you're gonna kick open the double door?
Yeah,
Okay.
screwing stealth for
Yeah.
time's sake.
Yeah, the Scyther will help you when you get there, because you like, kick! And they just don't budge, and the Scyther's like, I'll kick.
Okay.
Kind of slams them open for you. One of the doors just immediately swings down off its hinges. and you can see two non-ditto looking individuals. These look a lot more similar to the like actual guards that have been accompanying the dittos. They have different faces. They have actual eyes. They appear to be genuine human beings. And as you kind of kick in the door, they go, "What is the meaning of this intrusion, and how did you get out?"
There's an explosion outside. We need your help.
"We don't employ children."
Oh boy.
Make a dexterity save, Milo.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh jeez. Oh no.
6.
Shit.
Okay.
It was going
The,
so well.
Yeah, as you're like, "Oh boy," one of the ditto that you said to that it was time to go just kind of like steps in behind you, goes, "They're with me. There was an explosion outside." As the dart just goes, "Oh," kind of falls and crumples, and the scyther just kind of like holds up a scythe in front of you and pushes you back. And he's like, and he goes over to where the light switch is and just, and the lights go out in the room.
Oh god.
Clever girl.
So sick.
I was gonna help, but never
So
mind.
sick. And Monty just like holds his wings over your eyes. He's like, nope, we're going.
You don't
We're
need to
we're
see
gonna
this.
leave. And you just hear, and then out of the darkness and just covered in red is the big scyther. He just goes,
All right, we got to get outside and help everyone else. Let's go.
and he just kind of like flails the scythes and all the blood goes spraying everywhere.
Meanwhile, is Bentley's door like a key card door that he can just open and get outside?
Yeah, the glass doors are there's exits.
Okay, so I'm
can get
gonna
out.
do that and run towards the explosion.
Okay. Yeah, as you Bentley, as you get close, you very nearly step on one of the Gleeks, who's just kind of like charred and singed. He just,
Gleek. Gleek, are you alright?
Gleek.
I'll pick it up.
What happened, Gleek?
Gleek. Gleek.
All right, I'll tuck Gleek and put it into my satchel.
and Manny's like, and he just takes off towards the fire.
All right, I'll follow after with Mortar and Rose.
Okay. Yeah, as you-
Presumably Glalie. I don't know if Glalie's still around. but-
Yeah, he's kind of flying towards the building on fire, and the closer he gets, more of the fire starts to kind of quell itself down.
Sick.
I'm gonna, as like the main group that came out of my building heads that way, I'm gonna hang back with my team
Okay.
and ask Wadsworth if he senses any great power coming, aka Mr. Mime, if he's able to just sense anything that's approaching.
Make an intelligence check
Oh boy.
as Wadsworth scries on
16.
Mr. Mime. All right. You don't even have to say it to him. Wadsworth just goes, "Quark." Quark.
Where's he coming from?
Quark. Points towards the big radio tower.
Okay.
You can see like all the way up at the top, there's just this like comically large head just kind of swaying back and forth, kicking its feet. And it just grabs onto one of the poles on the side and just kind of like comically spins all the way down the tower. He's
The
got
one that we were meeting at?
the big one in the center of the building.
Yeah, that
Yep.
one.
He's
Okay.
just spinning on down.
Great.
All right, guys, hold back for a second because we're gonna have to attack this guy. I feel like we're
He
gonna
kind
need
of
a
like he's
element of
holding his
surprise.
hands out on the bars and he's like walking down an imaginary spiral staircase. And then he just kicks off and goes,
Jesus.
So majestic, but so terrifying at the same time.
and as he kind of like sets himself down gingerly in front of the building that's on fire, he just goes, and he's like holding an imaginary hose and he watches the fire just.
God.
He can do anything.
Anything he sets his mind to.
Holy crap.
So yeah, we're gonna start
Yeah.
trying to do our best to like go around to
Okay.
any sort of advantage.
Yeah. Phoebe. You awaken
Am I?
to 4 dittos, lifting a set of lockers off the top of you, as you're kind of like stood in this wreckage of what used to be a building. As the dittos are just like, not that time, and they just lift the lockers off. You're pretty banged up, but you're surprisingly still in one piece. Pontiki's with you. She's just like shivering and covered in soot.
All right, I'm gonna look for Gleek.
Yeah, you see 2 of the Gleeks. One of the ones that kind of had a crack in it. The crack's a little bit bigger. It's just Gleek, Gleek, Gleek,
Are you
Gleek,
okay?
Gleek. And the other one goes Gleek,
Where's the other Gleeks? Gleek with him.
Gleek, Gleek. And the one in your bag, you just hear Gleek, Gleek,
I'll just open it. Are you all right?
Gleek, Gleek. And you hear like a little ways off in a couple different directions, just Gleek, 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 Gleek. And then just they'll start kind of hopping towards you. 3 of them end up with you.
All right, I'll scoop them up and put them in the satchel with the other one.
You get about half the Gleek. What's up? What's up, Gleek Squad? Sage is
Yeah, Sage.
noticeably absent.
Not anywhere.
Not anywhere near you. Doesn't seem to be, at least.
Well, I'm gonna start running,
Okay.
looking for Sage.
Okay.
I'm pushing through the rubble,
Okay. Yeah, as you
searching under
as you
everything.
push your way through the rubble, eventually you see out of one of the corners of what used to be a door, just this black square open up, and Manny comes running through. He's just
Manny?
and he just runs up to you and he tugs on you and he's like,
Huh? What? Where? What are you talking about?
he's just pointing out the door.
The door? Sage? Do you know where Sage is? I'm looking for Sage. Hair?
He wants to see Pontiki.
Pontiki? Oh. Alright. I'm holding her.
And he's just like,
Wow, Manny. Thanks. I feel fine too. Thank you very much, Manny. Thank you.
he just runs away back through the
Where
wall.
are you going? Come back.
Just runs back through the wall, and right as he runs out, Bentley, you're able to see, right as Manny kind of exits one side of the building, the Mr. Mime has finished putting out the fire on right around the other corner.
All right, we're all just gonna like line and squat up and face the mime.
Okay. Yeah. As he puts out the fire, he just goes. And as he kind of just comically spins on his heel, he turns around to face you. It's just.
Guys, we have a problem outside. All right, guys, this is it. Be ready.
No sound is coming from you. It's just.
All right, I'll just point to Rose and then point at the mime.
All right, Rose, what are you doing?
She's gonna fire off an aurora beam at him.
Ooh, brother. All I need to know is if it's an even or an odd.
On a 20?
Oh, snap.
Even?
Even? Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage.
Eight damage.
Okay. Yeah, as the aurora beam collides with him, he just goes.
I'll take that noise distraction to start sneaking up on him with my team. Very, very, very slowly.
Stealth checks for anybody that's moving up.
Oh, God. Okay. Let's do Milo first. Okay. Montgomery. Okay. Hal. Okay.
So stress.
And I'm carrying Skarmory, so I don't know if
yeah,
that.
she's fine. She can be Milo's role.
Okay. 17, 18, 18, and then 2 for Hal.
Who was the 17?
Me.
You?
Yeah.
Okay. Your team seems to pass unnoticed. The Mr. Mime just spins on his heel and goes,
And I'll just run at him. I don't even care.
okay. Just goes, as you just collide into a wall. And he goes,
And I'll see if I'll Skarmory scream at the wall.
he just goes,
Nothing's
and
coming
she's
out.
just there. She's just,
So, and realizing that I'm kind of stuck here, I'm just going to start banging on it
okay.
for just more of a distraction.
Okay. He's just,
As it turns
You're
around,
terrible.
Mortar,
Hate you.
Manny, Glalie are gonna go for attacks.
okay.
I'm gonna have Mortar try and do his ranged Spitfire.
Now's the time.
I'm gonna have the Shadow like bank over to one of the sides so that they can bone meringue towards each other and
Dope.
into the mime. So I'll do
The Mimes of Moria.
a 12 from Manny and a 13 from the Shadow on the bone meringue.
Okay.
And then the check for Mortar, a natural 1.
Manny hits, the shadow misses. As Manny throws the bone, he's like, and it clocks the mime in the back of the head. He's got some checks to make. Bentley, you can speak again. Milo, you're no longer in a box. Baby Skarmory's able to make noise. Look at that.
Perfect.
All in one.
Hot toddy.
Hot toddy.
So yeah, with one
immediately-
satisfying thwack to the back of the head, Manny's like, "Arr!
Good work, Manny.
Ah!" He watches the shadow goes to catch the bone and throws it, and the Mr. Mime just goes, and the bone stops about 3 feet away. He just goes, as the shadow just gets collided with the bone, kind of tumbles a couple feet. Just goes,
All right. On my side, I'm going to have Skarmory make another metal sound to try to distract it or impede it in any way.
okay,
Monty will try to astonish it with his stealthy maneuvers.
okay.
And I'm going to hand Wadsworth my poison bomb that I've been trying to use
Yeah,
forever
get it. All right,
and make it happen, hopefully.
metal sound is a save
Um,
or an attack.
It's a save.
Save?
Charisma.
I thought you
Charisma.
just made that up on the fly. It's a real thing. Fair enough.
What does he need?
12.
12. Okay, he does not succeed.
Oh,
Okay.
Sky Marie.
-1 on all rolls for a minute.
Okay, good to know. Keep that in mind for me.
Okay. Monty's going to go in to try to astonish him.
Okay.
It is an odd. Well, yeah, an odd.
Odd total or not on the roll? Or
Both.
Both. Okay.
Yeah. It's a 21.
21. Okay. Yeah.
But it's
As
an
Monty
odd.
comes in, he's like, "I am the knight," and the Mr. Mime just turns around and goes, "Ooh," and this big light kind of shines out of his hand, and Monty's like, kind of like blinded right before, and he just goes, "Oh." He just mimes putting on some sunglasses.
What a dick.
Deal with it. But you were
Okay.
doing a third thing.
Yeah,
The
I
one
am.
with the poison bam.
Yeah, no, I think he's waiting for an opportune
Waiting for a
moment.
better time? Okay.
Yeah.
So he's holding his throw the poison bomb action.
whether
Meanwhile,
a
now
grapple or
that
a-
Bentley has his voice back, he's just gonna scream, "CJ, we need your help!"
He
I
already
don't know if
left.
that
He's
gets
like,
to him or not.
I got Crash. I'm bouncing. He just left us.
Bye guys, have fun. Yeah, I was gonna jump in after that anyway. Gonna come around the building that was on fire, coming from a different direction. And Crash is gonna go in at the mime, try and take him out.
Absolutely.
So
All right, Crash, get it. Get it, Crash. First day back.
Booyah. Do you want the grand total?
Even or odd?
Even or odd. With modifiers.
It's an even with mods.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Yes,
whatever you're
let's
doing.
go. Aquafang.
Is that a stagnant thing moving forward? Just tell you evens or odds?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aquafang. There's 3 plus 7, so 10, 16, 19 total. Crash gonna grapple him too.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. As the Mr. Mime is just farting around with Monty, he's like, "Oops! Should have been more careful." He turns to spin and he's like, "Who's this?" Ah! And he's just like, he has to roll to not be grappled, but that's a 3.
Yeah.
That's a 3.
Booyah.
So as he's like trying to push off Crash is like, "I don't care what you do.
No,
I'm
jerk."
gonna eat your head."
Just clamped down.
Yeah. Phoebus,
Dying.
you've got some gleeks with you,
Yeah.
and they're kind of. You have 3 of the 7 gleeks are hopping at the door. They're like,
We need to find Sage.
Gleek!
Is he over there?
Gleek!
We need to find him.
Gleek!
I'm gonna keep searching.
"Investigate. Investigate for Sage."
18.
Okay. Sage walks out of the ruins of what used to be a restroom.
Need to poop.
Sage? Sage,
Oddish.
Fantastic.
I thought you died, Sage.
Oddish. Oddish. He just kind of walks over to the door. Whack! Just whips it open with his vine.
That
It's like,
toilet died.
Oh my god. Jesus.
what do you think caused the explosion? You can see right as Crash just bites into Mr. Mime's neck, and he's like, no sound though. And then he's like,
What the heck?
Jesus.
With Crash just clamped on, he's
Crash
still
is just like,
miming.
what the hell is going on?
and he kind of
Amazing.
falls down to the ground. He's like, as you guys look up on top of one of the nearby buildings, there's another Mr. Mime. Just
There's 2 of them.
Ditto. It's his ditto partner.
as the Mr. Mime that's on the ground just kind of.
Oh no.
Army of hostage?
Army of hostage?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
As you watch from behind CJ, the ditto that you're most familiar with is just like, "Hot toddy!"
Are you guys alright?
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Get down
No.
here, Mr. Mime.
Mr. Mime begins gleefully skipping down some imaginary stairs.
It's just the Joker. It's terrifying.
And he looks down at the
Yeah.
ditto that helped him and he just goes,
No!
and it just. The little ditto just scatters across the ground and he goes,
No!
Asshole.
Immediately start charging him.
He pretends to rewind a watch as
I-
the ditto just. And he's like,
What?
the ditto's just laying there petrified. The Mr. Mime is just like,
Yeah, I didn't even see that. I'm still just running right at him out of anger.
okay. He
What?
goes,
No.
Like a bull.
Oh, I'm still just charging at him.
Uh-huh.
I didn't stop.
Yeah.
I just try to tackle him.
okay.
I don't pick a hand. I'm
Make
not playing
a
this
strength
game.
check.
4.
4. Ooh. As you go to tackle him, he just goes and just kind of grabs you by the head. Just goes. He just goes. And you kind of just levitate a little ways away from him. He just plops you back on the ground. And he goes. And he looks down at your shoes. And just goes.
And I just start running again.
Yeah, your feet just feel super heavy. Like you can't even move. You're just.
Still trying. I don't even care. I'm gonna get you. Come on, guys.
Everyone
let's get
attack.
him. Get him.
I'm gonna mime throwing rope at it like a lasso
Okay.
and see what it
You're
does.
like. Make an attack with advantages, Phoebe.
Incredible.
But use your wisdom.
Such a good idea.
So +3, that's 7.
Yeah.
Do it if you want to do it.
Okay.
Do you?
No.
No. Okay. As you come out, you're like. He just goes.
Bentley's gonna mime throwing a Pokeball at it.
Okay. He goes. And he kind of just folds himself into nothing. You're like. And he just.
What the heck?
All right, everyone, attack it.
At the top of the round, Pontiki.
Yes.
Get it.
She's gonna use that storaged electricity in her cheeks from prior to unleash some fucking Zeus.
Just gotta unleash some Zeus.
10.
Even.
10?
It's an even.
Even.
An even.
Is that still
Are we
happening?
still doing that?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
So, for the record, if you roll an even,
Yeah.
you hit Mr. Mime. If he rolls an odd, he hits you.
Ow.
Your ACs are irrelevant for now.
Okay.
Um,
I didn't know.
Saves
That's not
are the same.
It's not good at all.
So even you save.
Fucking
odd you don't.
50-50.
Even your save, odd you don't.
gosh.
Okay.
Oh, God. I was like, well, it's kind of the same as 0 to 10, 11 to 20. Oh, never mind.
No, it's not. No, it is not.
Yeah. Okay, so pon tiki 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 pon pon. You hit.
Mm-hmm.
Roll your damage.
Oh, my God.
Fuck, bro.
It's so scary.
4.
4.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Get it, girl.
Phoebe Skarmory.
Baby Skarmory is going to do its best to springboard off my chest, flying as best as it can, and making shrieking metal sounds.
Okay. That's a 1. But he succeeds on odds.
Oh,
And you succeed on evens.
okay.
That's rough, buddy.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah, so Baby Skarmory comes out and goes, ah! Mr. Mime just goes, oh. After Baby Skarmory is the first of the layer actions for Mr. Mime. As he's going to look down. He's going to look at Baby Skarmory, who comes flying up and just goes, oh, scoop. Just kind of like sets her to float in an imaginary birdcage. She's just like, what is this? This is nonsense.
I'm still trudging in my cement shoes as
Yeah.
fast as
You're
cement
like,
shoes allow.
I'm like, coming to get you. You can see one of the little snail things is just. He's moving much faster than you.
Oh, wow.
That's messed up.
That's not good.
All right, Manny.
All right.
Baby team.
For real, though.
Manny's and the Shadow are going to go for a Boon Merengue.
Do it.
Yes, Boon Merengue.
The
no.
Shadow hits, Manny does not.
Okay. So yeah, Manny just goes, yeah, and just throws the bone, and then the Shadow catches it and is like, not like that, like this, and kind of throws it back and just clocks Mr. Mime in the back of the head. Go ahead and roll your damage. Ooh. Okay.
5 damage.
5. All right. He maintains the cage, but he takes 5 damage.
So, baby Skarmory, you're still held.
It's Mr. Mime's turn. So he looks over the crowd and he just goes, let's see. Who's a tasty target? Lickitung the tastiest of all. As the tongue's kind of like flailing up and down,
Oh, no.
you see this little pinprick show up in the tongue.
Oh.
Go ahead and make a Constitution save. We're hoping for an even number.
It's not.
What'd you roll?
7. 7
Well,
on
the
the die.
modifier.
7 on the die? Okay. Yeah, Lickitun's fine. You watch as
yeah.
the
Modifier!
the tongue starts to kind of turn this like poisonous black, and then you watch as the tongue just goes, and just all this like dark poison just kind of pours out into a little ball, and he's like, "We're good,
Can't injure the tongue.
we're good." You get it, Rose?
She's gonna go for Aurora Beam.
Get it, Rose. Get it, get it, Rose. Get it, Rose.
Odd.
Odd. As another Aurora beam flies towards Mr. Mime, he just goes and closes the window, and the Aurora beam just kind of shatters on the outside of the house that he's built for himself. He just goes, Monty, kill this boy.
Monty's gonna fly in and try to astonish him because
Okay.
that would be the greatest thing of all
Yeah,
time.
he left the other window open, so there's a chance.
That is an even,
An even?
an unnatural 20.
Ooh, beautiful.
It's close.
Okay.
Do it.
Roll your damage.
Do it.
You go
Do
for
it.
astonish?
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
Come
Okay.
on! Come on!
Do it. Do it.
it's a 4.
It's a 4?
So that's
Heck yeah.
5 damage and a stun.
Okay. Yeah.
Montgomery Wick.
Mr. Mime seeing the Aurora beam coming in, he's like, "Who left the window open? Careless!" Wham! As Monty just hits him in the face and he goes flying out, and you see glass kind of shatter behind him, and he's like, and he just lands on the actual thoroughfare instead of
Whoever
his
is next
imaginary
needs
home.
to take advantage of this.
All right, Montgomery, you stunned the boy. He does not get a layer action because he's stunned, so it's Wadsworth.
Heck yeah.
Is Wadsworth at advantage?
If he does something physical.
Well, he's gonna physically run up and
Pry his mouth open and waterboard this fool.
well, he was gonna pry his mouth open and shove the poison bomb.
Okay.
Shit.
Okay. It's worth noting,
Up his
baby
butt.
Skarmory emerges from the cage.
Okay,
Okay, so you're gonna poison him.
try to.
Wadsworth's like,
And,
chew on
like
that,
to the best of
nerd."
his ability, like just
Chubster.
make like almost like a psychic shield around his head, so it just is like contained in
Okay.
that.
Yeah. Like, chew on death. And you watch as like this little force field appears around Mr. Mime. His head starts to kind of turn blue, and he's like, "You ready to finally do your thing?" Roll 48 poison damage.
Hey. All right.
So
Heck
so
yeah.
48 dice. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah. 48. You may roll all of my dice.
Oh, come on. High
48 poison
numbers.
damage.
High numbers,
Need another one?
Wads.
There they are. All right, 48. Here we go.
Come on.
Oh.
Wow, that sucks.
That's
11.
pitiful.
11? 11 total?
Yeah.
That's
All right.
so bad.
It was a 1, a 1, a 2, and a 6.
Oh,
or
well, I mean,
something
it
like
has
that.
been sitting in your backpack for a
Yeah.
hot year.
Lost
so
its
Yeah.
muster.
Yeah.
yeah. As you're kind of like, "Go Wadsworth!" You watch as just this like black Icarus jelly kind of sprays all around. It starts to singe through the psionic bubble, and Wadsworth's like, "He's gotta be dead, right?" And he just, and the poison just drops on the mime's face, and he's just like, "Surely." As Wadsworth is just standing over this currently stunned Mr. Mime.
I was happy to use it.
It was the right call, for sure.
You done good, kid.
She's gonna throw a wall of bugs
That's huge. Okay, throw the wall of bugs.
around this mime's face.
Bug wool.
Odd.
Odd? Okay. Yeah. She throw bugs as she might. The Mr. Mime is still just like seems to be catching them in an imaginary net.
Being splattered on a windshield. And like,
That works too. Lick a tongue!
Yeah, Lickitung wants to wrap up its head and try to pop it off.
Alright.
Oh.
Make a
Like a
strength
grape.
check.
he's
Make
gonna
a
ski.
strength check.
Like a grape. He's
Like a grape.
him. That was a 7.
7 on the die.
7.
What
7
about-
on the die?
Oh.
And I said strength check?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 10. 10's even.
Let's go.
Heck yeah.
So what do I roll? Anything, or does his
Um,
head just fall off?
We're gonna say
Do I even have to bother, or does his head just pop off
I'll
like
give
a
you
grape?
I'll give you a 3d8 bludgeoning damage
Sounds good
as
to me.
Lickitung just starts to skish.
Make a ski check.
His head.
3d8.
Skish his
Skish
head.
him up. Oh, wow. That was fucking
that was
garbage.
worse than the bomb.
5 points.
That was worse than the bomb.
1, 2, 2.
Wow.
These D8s.
Lickitung's like, I hate you! But not that much.
You
I wanna
taste
kill you.
bad.
I'll be the bigger man and not kill you. Sage, you're feeling refreshed, rejuvenated,
Just took a poo.
much lighter, much happier.
I'm gonna have Sage set up grassy terrain.
Grassy terrain.
On Mr. Mime.
Yeah.
All right. Grassy terrain appears.
Cool.
The grassy tea.
Howl. Yes. Get it.
Hal is going to take advantage of this stunned mime and try to bite him.
Oh, take advantage of him.
Yep. I don't
Bite.
care.
Wow.
Bite him.
Bite him, Howl! For an odd.
You have
Wah,
advantage because
wah.
you're biting him.
Oh,
You're
come
doing-
on.
You're doing something physical.
For the same number. Same exact
Oh
number.
my goodness
suck
gracious.
Howl's like chewing on the leg, and then Mr. Mime just goes, ah! And the leg just pops off in Howl's mouth, and he's like, I did it! And then he watches Mr. Mime just unfolds his leg from underneath him, and he's like, even
So
stunned,
bizarre.
he's still a jerk.
Shit, bro.
All right, again, no layer action because he's stunned. Crash! Crash
Boy.
boy! All right, Crash. This guy tried to steal you from your boy.
Didn't
Yeah.
say the magic word.
Well, seeing as it worked
Well,
the
I
first
mean,
time.
not really.
His boy tried to steal him from his boy.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, he's gonna go in and just try to
Get him!
launch him.
Do
What does
it.
get him on your...
It's one
It's one of his moves.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a.
Get him, boys! He's gonna get him.
Oh no.
I believe get him is a physical attack, so you get to roll twice because you have advantage because he's stunned and also grappled by a Lickitung.
Is that a 6? It's a 6.
Yeah, odd on both of them.
Yeah.
Hot on both.
Sad day.
Crash comes up to Munch and he's like, I don't want to Lickitung. I don't want to take your tongue off. He's like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry to be in the web. I'm sorry. After Crash, Gleek.
Hang on.
Gleek.
Can I do something?
Yeah. CJ, what are you doing?
CJ's gonna walk up.
I'm gonna stab him with my knife.
Kind of. I'm gonna take out the gun and try to shoot him while avoiding the Lickitung's tongue.
Okay. Make a dexterity check.
Dex check. Here we go.
Just gonna shoot the Mr. Mime.
Yep.
He's gonna shoot and lick a tongue in the back of the head.
Oh boy. It's Dex for the gun or Dex for me?
For you.
It's even.
The gun does not have dex. It is an inanimate gun.
That's an even.
An even? And you're shooting him with the dart that you found in the glove box of the car?
Yeah.
Blimey, Chief. Alright, you ready to roll a lot of damage?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll all those.
Mother of God.
Come on.
Oh, baby.
There's at least 110 in there.
If you could let me know exactly how many 10s you roll.
There's a 1.
110?
110.
Okay.
55.
Yeah, CJ's you walk up, just fury tears in your eyes. You stole my boy. As the dart kind of sinks into Mr. Mime, he just goes. You hear this horrible melting sound as all around the dart, similar to the stuff that was in the Nidoking, it just starts to like melt away this part of his torso and his arm. Just begins to seep through him.
Oh boy. Well.
You watch as even the dart kind of like dissolves back upwards and just kind of falls into the crevasse that used to be shoulder muscles.
Oh shit.
And the whole time he's just like,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
All right. All right. That happened.
I mean, you shot him.
I did.
Wait!
Shut up.
After all that, oh my god.
Gleek's gonna do yoke bomb.
Cover him.
Yoke him up.
Yeah.
Yoke him up.
All right.
Yeah.
Plus 4, so it's an odd.
It's an odd.
Okay.
That's sad news. You want
Oh,
even?
you're right.
Yeah, we want
Even
evens.
said. So yeah, the Gleeks just coat the area in yolk
Just not the mine.
Booby trap
to
set.
some amount of effectiveness. The Hitmonchan throws a punch.
Yes. Yes.
What kind of punch do you want to do?
Thunderbolt punch.
Sick. I'm with it. Throw a thunder punch
17 on the die.
on the die. It's 21, kid.
No.
You're too good.
Hitmon.
Hitmonchan's like, "You coward! I've been waiting for this forever!" And he goes and punches like right through the shoulder and just collides with the concrete on the ground. And he's like, "Next one, you're dead, kid."
No.
Scyther.
Scyther is gonna scythe him up.
Scythe him up.
Chop him up. Dice him up.
Into
No,
bits.
Anakin!
That was a 4 on the die.
4 on the die.
Heck yeah.
Finally.
Or just whatever slashing cut
There's
move.
Scyther's dex.
Slash.
8 plus 4, so you'd have an 8, so you hit.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, how do you want to cut him?
With my sides.
Well, like, you doing like a Dubs cut? Just one cut?
No, just one powerful cut.
One cut, man? All right. Any
One
restraint or
cut.
kill him?
Oh no.
Okay.
I mean, well, the vibe I got from Scyther would
Yeah.
be that he wouldn't hold back.
He's been waiting for this moment.
If I get to choose, then he wouldn't hold back either. So
So I don't know why I'm talking.
Some Scythers wait a
Roll.
lifetime.
A D4. And let me know what you get.
2.
2. Roll that many D12s.
Ooh, that's crazy. I like that.
Quick cuts.
Come on.
10 total.
10 total.
All right.
We
Excellent.
stink.
No, you guys are you're doing great. You're almost halfway.
I'm doing great. I shot him.
Yeah.
It
Yeah, you're
melted
doing
part of
great.
his body.
Yeah. You're doing great. As the Scyther walks up to Mr. Mime's good arm with the serrated bits on his claws that he was sharpening when you came in, he just goes and just carves down the other arm, and the Mr. Mime just goes.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Mortar.
All right, Mortar, having been frustrated by his lack of ability to spit fire, is going to run in behind Scyther and go for a fire punch.
Sucks.
2 odds.
Odd.
Oh, that's rough, buddy. Yeah, Mortar's like, "I'll burn you!" and just slams into the ground, and the Mr. Mime's just too busy already screaming to notice.
Okay.
Glalie!
I don't
It's
know
a
what
Glalie.
I don't know what Glalie can do.
Glalie can do Ice Beam or Sheer Cold.
Oh hell yeah!
Whatever
he's gonna
that
go
is.
for sheer cold.
Sheer Cold?
It's really
Roll.
hard to hit, but if it does, it's
Yep,
a 1
roll a
hit kill
D100.
Sheer
Oh,
con.
okay.
in the games.
I need a 91
And
to
in this
100.
game.
What do you have to accomplish in order to hit? It's just luck of the draw.
51.
51?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Glalie prepares a rather large and very sharp spike made of ice right over Mr. Mime's head. And as he goes to drop it, is right when Mortar's arm comes down and a little bit of fire comes up, and the Glalie like, "Don't hit him," and just kind of like throws it to the side.
Bentley appreciates that.
Top of the round, Pontiki.
She is gonna punch him.
She gonna punch him?
Return.
Yep.
All right. Let's figure out how much Pontiki likes Phoebe. Pontiki likes Phoebe 7 today. So you get 7d4 damage. You do not have to roll.
7d4. That's legit.
Don't do it.
Here it
I
comes.
swear to God.
7 ones.
Oh my god.
Odds we have not yet seen.
I would shit my pants on purpose.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow.
Five ones.
There were
5 ones?
Yeah.
I just got ready to shit myself. I was like, I will literally shit my pants on purpose. If it's 7 ones.
We're 2 away.
That was scary.
2 away.
Wow.
From having to do that.
Oh no.
Holy shit.
That
my
was
God.
10
Our
altogether.
rolls are horrible.
10
Not
all
great.
together, huh?
Not great.
Pontiki runs up and just goes, "You're trying
She's a
to
baby.
kill my mom!" And just punches Mr. Mime just right in the kneecap.
Nice, nice.
On the
She knows where to
knee
go.
pads.
Nice, got knee pads.
She goes, thunk.
The blasted knee pad.
And Mr. Mime's just like, that's the one good limb. Hasn't been ruined yet. Baby Skarmory, fresh out the cage.
Baby Skarmory taking a page out of her new hero, Scyther, is gonna
Cut him.
jump down or fly down from her cage she's freed from and just try to steel
his
wing
arms
him.
off.
Just
All right, get that roll, son.
come on, baby
Get that roll,
Skarmory.
son.
That is an even.
That is an even,
2
son.
plus 4, baby.
Get it, son. Get it, baby.
Baby. Scar. Baby, Scar.
For 5 damage.
Solid.
Sick, dude. She kind of goes and just sticks all the little flechettes into the mime on the ground. And you watch her, she just like starts to glow a little bit.
Whoa.
She's like,
Cool beans.
she's like, nobody puts me in a cage. I am a free baby.
I'm gonna try as Milo seeing this because I'm terrified
To kick
baby
Mr. Mime
Skarmory
in the
is
nose.
in danger,
Uh-huh.
to see if I can take off my shoes or my cement shoes, or if taking
Oh.
off my shoes
Hold on.
frees me.
You probably
you're-
get
you're-
at this point.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
good.
okay, good.
I knew there was one thing I was forgetting to roll concentration for. But
Okay.
you're good. You
And
can move.
Okay, and I'm
I
gonna
can
start
wave again.
sprinting up to all the action.
Okay. Yeah. You just
Yeah.
get all up in there. Manny.
Gonna go for another bone meringue.
Just need one other person with me so we can Boondock Saints mime him.
I'm gonna shoot him again with the dart. So
Oh, a real gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Both.
can be Willem Dafoe in the second one.
sounds good.
Both are odd.
Both odd?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, Manny's like, catch! And it just goes
William Dafoe.
right over the mime's face, and he's like, and the shadow catches it, goes, and it just goes right back over, and he's like, well, that was cool. Alright. On Mr. Mime's turn,
He's
He just
way
goes,
too nonchalant.
yeah! Just kind of kicks back up on both his feet, and he's like,
Oh, good for him.
but that's his turn. Rose!
At least he didn't hit anybody.
Rose! Rose, get him! Rose!
Aurora beam.
Oh boy.
Rose, a Rose Rabeam.
Oh, even.
Even!
Yay!
All right.
Heck yeah, Rose.
Yay!
Get it, kid.
Rose.
Get it, kid. Get it, kid.
6 damage.
Yay. Yay. All right. As Rose sees her window, she's like, close this window, you nerd. Kind of slams into the back of Mr. Mime, who starts to freeze over, and he's like, I need a jacket. Oh, better, and the ice kind of melts off. Monty!
Do it.
All right, Monty.
Do it again.
Monty will try to do it again.
Okay.
Because that was
Do it again.
Do
invaluable.
it. Astonish.
That is an odd.
Yeah, Monty turns around, and he's just like, I'm coming in! And he just goes, Just kind of sidesteps him. And as Monty kind of turns around, he just goes. You watch as Monty's just frozen in place. Wadsworth.
Wadsworth will try confusion,
Okay.
and you must succeed a save.
That is. What kind of save is it?
Charisma.
Charisma. It's only +2, so that puts him in a dirty 20, which means he fails.
Oh, yeah.
Because he needs odds.
He needs
So,
odds,
he's a-
we need evens.
According to my effect here, he is confused for a minute, and he takes. God, where'd it go? 4 damage.
He's confused and takes
All of the damage.
Who knows?
4 damage.
4. Alright, he takes 4
And he's
damage.
confused.
Did I not write confusion on here? I
What
did.
was that?
Confusion.
I think confusion is the one that I was like, I'll remember how it works. It's too complicated to
Says
write down.
Target must succeed a charisma save 12 or become confused for 1 minute. Damage on a failed save.
Let me go up to
1d4 damage, and he rolled a 4.
You need me to look it up?
You take he takes 2d4. Did you roll 2d4?
Well, my notes say 1d4, so yeet! Another 4, so
Another
8
one?
total.
Okay, surely.
Shirley. I am gonna have Shirley once again. She's gonna do some bugs, but while Shirley's bugging it up, I'm also gonna try to lasso mime it again as Phoebe.
Okay.
Lasso him.
Lasso that mime.
So she's gonna do her bugs.
Yay.
11.
Nope.
So she's not. But maybe
Yeah.
the mime is looking at one of them.
Bugs appear. Oh, there's bugs everywhere. My God, they're everywhere.
Why'd it have to be bugs?
And then what about Phoebe?
You're gonna lasso you.
What does she
Wisdom.
do? Wisdom?
Wisdom.
6!
All right.
She's like,
As the imaginary rope line kind of flies out, Mr. Mime's like, "That's not how it works."
I've got him, guys!
Whoa!
And he's like, "Oh God,
Good work, Phoebes. Hang on.
what is this?" He's like, "Heresy!" Lick a tongue.
I guess I'll go for that swallow. Why not, right?
Okay.
I mean, I don't even know
Consume.
what that's gonna do. So.
Consume.
We'll find out, I
Roll a
guess.
d20.
I
and
did
let
it.
me know.
8.
Yay!
Okay. Yeah. Lick a tongue just walks up and goes. And you watch as all around the imaginary rope, this horrible coil of tongue just goes. And you can see Mr. Mime's shape just sticking out of the belly, just like.
Oh, God.
Is
I have a
it?
bad feeling
And
about this.
on Mr. Mime's lair action, Lucky Tongue is gonna explode from inside.
Oh no.
An important note: he's no longer standing in the grassy terrain.
Yeah.
But it is Sage's turn.
Hold.
Okay. Hal, are you doing the same thing?
Howl's gonna he's gonna howl and fire up his mouth with magma,
Yes.
and I will continue to run towards baby Skarmory.
Okay. Yeah, she will dismount the Mr. Mime before it's consumed.
I imagine.
That's a good call.
they all
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. Everyone's kind of like, okay, nope, gross. Nope, I want no part of that. On Mr. Mime's lair action. You watch as he just, from inside the stomach, you just see like the finger tapping.
Oh god. Oh god.
So
he just
curious.
goes,
Oh no.
Oh
as
no.
like a tongue just kind of opens up and Mr. Mime comes collapsing out. It's just like,
Oh no! Oh my god!
as like a tongue's just,
Shut the door. I'll try to shut the door.
Oh no!
you just pushing things back in. Please come back in.
Try to like close my eyes and mime shut the door.
Okay. Make a wisdom check.
Oh, God.
Boy.
imagination.
A 21.
Oh, you're being a total Squidward. So you walk over there, you're like, You're like, that's not working. It's not working. And the Lickitung just looks at you. He's like, it's okay.
I'll like lay him back
no.
and sit with him.
Okay. He's gurgling pretty hard.
No, Lickitung, no.
He's on the grassy terrain. No,
Oh, sweet.
he'll regain some HP on his next turn.
Great.
Won't regain his intestines.
Crash. There's a guts-covered Mr. Mime.
Crash
standing in
wants
front of you.
to Crash wants to taste some of those guts.
Not to
Oh.
be gross or anything, but he's never smelled tastier.
And Mr. Mime.
Ew.
Lickitung bile is famously delicious.
That would be
Yeah,
that
would you
would
eat?
be an
He
even.
eats
That's
right?
an even, yeah.
That would be an even.
Yes!
Get him, boy.
Oh wow! Holy shit, that's bad.
God, Crash,
Jesus.
why?
It's a 3 1s.
3 1s.
It's a
On
9.
On D8.
Oh my goodness.
It's not even
Kontiki
9
did more
total.
damage.
That's so bad. But he is gonna grab him up.
All right,
Try
yeah.
to hold him steady.
Crash bites down and is like, "This is gross.
It didn't taste as good as it smelled.
Yeah,
These
seriously.
guts are gross."
Yeah, he's gonna bite on, try to hold him steady.
All right.
So
and,
can Sage do something now?
Grapple
That
check. Yes,
What?
Sage, you may take an action if you'd like. The Mr. Mime rolled an odd. How did you do on your grapple check? For Crash?
Nothing. Oh god.
We're looking for an even that is higher than a 7.
Nope, it was a 6.
With modifiers?
No, with mod, that's a 10.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Yeah, so Mr. Mime is once again grappled.
Heck
Sage.
yeah. Sage is gonna. Well, he's in grassy terrain now, right?
Yeah, so Mime will take damage at the start of his turn.
Oh, okay.
He's
Um,
managed to dodge 1 tick of grassy terrain.
He's gonna do absorb.
Sounds like an odd to me.
Phoebe, come help me with Lickitung.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
Apply pressure to the wound. His whole body's a wound.
Seriously,
There's
though.
nothing that's not
Scalpel.
blue.
Can I try and shoot Mr. Mime again?
Yeah.
Cool. Definitely. I mean, I'm still standing there.
Glock and
I'm
load.
just gonna turn where Crash has him held, and I'm just gonna try and shoot him again. Oh. Dex gun?
Yeah.
16.
16.
Woohoo!
Okay. Yeah.
Dex
As
gun.
as Crash is kind of biting into him again, he's like, "Get this alligator off! Get out of here!" And you just shoot him like right in the back.
Yes.
You can hear the horrible dissolution. You know what to do.
50 on the dot.
50 on the dot. Any tens?
One of them.
Yeah. CJ just unloads another needle into Mr. Mime's back. He
In
watches
real time.
More of that tissue just begins to
He's just
dissolve
unloading the whole
through
gun
some
on
of the
his
muscle. Hitmonchan.
Going to the Hitmonchan. Hey!
Hey. He's
Let's play everybody's
going
favorite game
for-
show. Will Tia hit?
Hits in his name.
Ice punch.
Hit it.
Ice Punch.
10.
10!
All right, 25.
Nice. It's a hefty punch.
Yeah.
He's punching his buns.
Hitmonchan's like, "I missed last time. I don't miss twice. Twice, ice."
Krakatoa!
He watches like the air molecules around him just start to freeze. He just punches with this large like glacial spike just right into Mr. Mime's back, and he just goes,
Sick.
"Oh, oh dear."
Why do I feel like he's secretly enjoying
Scyther!
this?
Does
He's a
Scyther
masochist.
care about Lickitung?
Scyther doesn't know like a ton,
Okay, then Scyther's gonna go to slash Mr. Mime.
right?
Now that we've cleared that up.
Yeah.
Just to be sure.
Scyther's one and only goal here is the death and dismemberment of Mr. Mime.
8 on the die.
That's what we
Okay.
would hope would happen.
I believe he is.
I think you said +4
right?
earlier, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's even, boy.
Yeah,
That
so you
hits.
hit.
Yes.
And then,
Scythe him.
if you would be so kind, just roll a d4.
4 times.
Dismember.
Yeah.
4.
Heck yeah.
4d12, kid.
4d12, scythe him up. Scythe him.
Let me know if you get any 12s.
There's one.
There's one.
Oh, beautiful.
28.
28 with a 12?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and roll another 12.
Oh, keep doing it.
And let me know if you get a 12.
A 5.
5? Okay. Cool.
33 total.
That's huge. All right. As Scyther walks up, just is like, yeah, I don't care. He just starts walking up Mr. Mime's limbs with the scythes just like the two legs come off. He's just like a torso, and he's like, what? And he just mimes having crutches. He's like, you wouldn't hit a guy on crutches. And he just goes, yeah, I would. And he just leaves him on the ground. Mr. Mime now has just one arm. And he's just like, Mortar.
Mortar, having seen the ice punch from Hitmonchan, is gonna go for some icy hot patch.
Oh.
Go for a fire punch. Oh baby, that's 23.
23. That's not.
Oh, you're right. I did your thing.
It's not.
No.
Mortar comes running in. Real strong punch, and the Mr. Mime's just like, oh, Glalie.
Glalie gonna try for sheer cold again.
All right, roll that D100. I want a 91 to 100.
You were sexy
61.
lady.
Getting higher.
Not quite. As the large icicle spike appears again, the Scyther's just like, not yet. He hasn't suffered enough. Pontiki!
If she does return, does she have to redo her love?
No, she likes you 7 today.
Cool.
It's a lot of
There's
ones
only
and
2
twos.
ones. But there's only 2
15.
ones this
15.
Better by 5.
Which is a lot compared to how much I was
All right.
last time.
As Pontiki runs up, you can see Mr. Mime's like in the throes of death. There is actual blood pouring out now. It's not just the arterial spray of ribbons that he's throwing out at you.
Well, let's get baby Skarmory to
As
get the death
Pontiki
blow.
runs in and does a full-on punch, Mr. Mime like props himself up on his final good arm as baby Skarmory's just like right in his face. You have the power to end this.
All right, baby Skarmory is going to
All
go.
you have to do is hit.
Baby Skarmory is going to try to steel wing him again.
Crit
Alright.
instead and actually kill him.
We need an even, boys.
All you have to do is hit.
And ma'am.
We need an even, gang. No.
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 Baby
It
Skarmory
was
walks
an
up
odd.
and is like,
No.
and goes to pull it across as Mr. Mime just goes, Mortar.
Uh-oh.
As Mr. Mime catches baby Skarmory,
No.
he just looks at Mortar and goes, as Mortar is yanked across the battlefield, and he just goes, and he kind of mimes having a watch. He just goes, as Mortar's just flailing and like, get it off. And little Manny just drops the bone club and is like,
Kill the mime, guys! Kill the mime!
No, I'm booking it, dude. I'm
booking it.
I'm running at him.
Oh.
It's not gonna matter.
I don't care. I'm still gonna try. Milo's just sprinting at him for the tackle. He's pretty close.
Do we have to
Trying my
stay in
lasso move
initiative
again.
at this point? Or can we just react to that?
I will give the entire party one reaction. You can choose who gets it. You can choose what it is.
It's your Pokemon.
Do we get to talk about this? Or no?
Very lightly.
It's your Pokemon, man.
Yeah.
I'm not anywhere close, so I don't. I would just say go whatever the initiative order is. Who's next in initiative?
Manny.
All right, Manny's gonna pick up the bone and go for a bone meringue with the shadow.
Okay.
We get to do something as in like us, our characters, right?
You
That's
as
what you mean.
an entire group, Pokemon and all, can do one thing.
One
One person can do
simultaneous
one thing.
charge.
That's what you want to happen? You want Manny to do it?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
if that's a reaction, and then it could be Manny's turn, he gets 4 cracks at it.
Go for it.
Because it sounds like we have 3 turns to knock it out.
Maybe.
And the way that initiative works is like we can't
Maybe.
close the gap in a second of the round, is what I'm like,
Or
right?
he means 3 seconds and he's counting
yeah.
down.
Yeah.
To square it up for
Well,
you,
that would be the same thing, no?
to make it as clear as
Because
possible.
a round is like a second.
a round
6.
is 6 seconds,
6.
which is why the entire group has a reaction, which takes place somewhere in the span of 6
Get
seconds.
3
him.
seconds.
If the mime can be believed.
All right, I'm gonna roll it with Manny, and he's gonna throw a bone meringue and try and just get him.
Okay.
We're looking for
Evens.
evens. The shadow rolls an even.
But not Manny.
No.
Okay. As Manny goes to throw the bone meringue, you watch as the shadow kind of pops up on the other side of the mime ready to catch it. As the bone is flying out, Mr. Mime just goes... And he watches Mortar just goes launching out of his arms. As Manny, just with tears in his eyes, throws the bone, you watch as he just runs forward and just charges up towards Mr. Mime, who catches him and just goes, ah. As the shadow brings down the bone club. Go ahead and roll your damage on the shadow club.
Three.
You exactly kill Mr. Mime. As the shadow brings down the bone club on what is left of Mr. Mime, he just crumples under the weight of his own body. As Manny kind of tumbles to the ground and just scrambles up to his feet and runs over to Mortar, and he's just shaking his buddy, and there's just nothing. He's just shaking him back and forth. You watch as Manny's just breaking out into tears, and he's crying all over his buddy, and you watch as the shadow appears on top, and it's just...
Bentley's gonna run over and just start bawling.
Okay. As the shadow stands over Manny, he gives you a long, solemn look. He just...
Can you help him?
And he just folds into Mortar. And you watch as Mortar just kind of goes...
Mortar, are you alright?
I'll just give him the biggest hug of all time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as you and Mortar hug, you notice he's getting much, much larger. And as he kind of like raises up, he kind of lifts you and holds you in his big ol' arms now. He's much, much warmer. And he kind of holds you out, and you can see he's now a fully fledged Magmar.
Oh, shit.
Oh my
He
god.
holds you out in front of him, and he's just like...
Oh my god.
What? Bro.
I'm just sobbing into his neck.
He's like...
Oh, wow. Whoa.
And out from his now billowy beak emerges a little plume of shadow that folds back down to Manny. And he just looks up at Mortar, and Mortar's like, respect.
And I'll plop down and try and hug the shadow, and it'll probably just go through me, but...
Yeah, you hold him up to you, and he just passes through behind you.
What? Whoa.
I'll take this moment to thank all the helpers. Try to look back at Lickitung. I don't know if Lickitung is passed at this point.
okay?
He's in the throes of death. He's not quite gone, but he's not long for the world.
Is there anything you can do, Phoebe?
All of
Yeah.
his insides are on his outsides.
If there was ever a time to roll a crit.
Medicine?
Yeah.
If I'm doing actual 11.
Okay. Yeah, this is beyond what like a first aid kit can fix.
Okay.
Lickitung Boy's got like a solid 2 square foot just hole of flesh. There's lots of things on there.
Okay, but I'm gonna have Sage make grassy terrain underneath him.
Oh, it's
there's
there.
already
Okay.
there.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's there.
Okay.
I'm gonna just rub his head.
Yeah.
And just say you did a lot. He's dead now. We did it.
He just one little happy tear kind of folds out, and he just
Aw.
pats the side of your face. His hands are super cold. It's just
Oh.
You did great, my friend. And I'll just like grab and hold his hand close to mine. And just kind of like forehead to forehead start crying over him.
in the wake of Mr. Mime's passing, the cloaking over the large radio tower seems to kind of fall away, so you can actually see it now. It's a very big, looks like a broadcasting station, and all over this thing are like insignias and flags of the privateers, and some of the remaining fire has started to spread into that building, and all the Dittos walk out, they go, "Oh no. That time," and they just start walking towards the fences.
I'm still with Lickitung. I don't know what you guys are doing.
I'm still just hugging Mortar and Manny.
Holding
I
Lickitun's
imagine
guts.
Rose is coming over and Evinrude's flying down.
We need to bury him.
Yeah.
Crash will walk over and pick him up.
Maybe we should do it outside of this area, though.
Out in the forest.
Yeah.
Probably a good call.
Should we do anything about the mime?
The Scyther's still over there just cutting him into smaller and smaller bits. He's
Never
like, "What?"
I think that's
No, you do
Yeah.
your thing, buddy.
I
Alright,
think
cool.
that's taken care of.
He's just dicing them up into mime sushi. It's gross.
Yeah,
That sounds pretty gross.
So, anybody want a shoe? No?
No, I do not.
Want some knee pads?
Maybe.
Learn some slides?
I'll
Clean 'em up
consider it.
first.
I'll walk. If there's any of those snail guys that haven't made it out yet, I'll pick one up.
Oh, yeah, they haven't. They're still
Okay,
just-
yeah, I'll pick one up
Yeah, I'll walk over with the squad and just follow you guys.
and head outside. I'll tell the Scyther and the Hitmonchan and Hitmontop as well, and any of the leftovers, Glalie, etc. We're gonna give Lickitung a proper burial if anyone wants to come pay respects.
They're all like, for sure. He's earned it. They're like, we didn't know him, but I mean, he ate the mime,
He did.
and that takes guts. And then they're like,
Soon.
It did take guts.
Literal.
All of his guts. All right.
guts.
So we'll
He does
leave.
happen.
I'll meet up with whoever else left in Giraffe Rig and my two Talo twins.
Rose will reconvene with the two horsies, still floating in a small water ball. They're like, way too small. Please help.
Rose, you can send them off to the river. There's a river over there. It should be safe now.
Sick.
And have Howl help start digging a hole.
Okay. Yeah. Howl will dig. Crash will kind of lean Lickitung up against a nearby tree and help out as well.
Well, we got Crash back. Mortar's okay. And Mr. Mime is done.
We did it.
Yeah. All right. If the hole is big enough at this point, put Lickitung in as gently as possible and start covering it up.
All right.
Bentley's just gonna take his notepad out that he's been doodling Galarian form notes on, rip out a blank page, and just write "thank you" on it, and crumple it up and throw it in the grave.
All right.
Well, I'm really happy that everyone here is safe and we were able to help escape Mr. Mime. Lickitung was very brave, and without Lickitung's help, I don't know if we would have succeeded. So I'm very grateful for what he did. For those of you that were stuck in there, you can go wherever you want now. You're free. There is a group of Pokemon out east that help in liberating other captured and tortured Pokemon. You might see a Smeargle or a Farfetch'd. And if you want to keep doing stuff like this, I'm sure they'd be super happy to have you. But your life is yours now. And I'm just happy that you guys made it out okay. Thank you, Lickitung.
Bentley, just one by one, is going to go over and individually thank all of the escaped Pokemon. Just put his hand on Glalie, even though it'll probably be freezing. And
He's very cold.
Dap up Hitmonchan. What was the third one? Scyther. He's back
Hitmontop, Scyther.
chopping
Yeah.
up the mine.
Yeah.
It's
Nope.
around this time you guys hear the telltale stomping of a Nidoking. Who just kind of leans through one of the trees and just goes. He's just covered in blood.
Are you okay, Nidoking?
And he just kind of smears it, and you can see he's spotless. He's just covered in blood. None of it's his.
Jeez.
Putting in work.
Well, I don't know if you recognize any of these guys, but Mr. Mime is done.
And the Scyther's like.
I'll let out a roar as well with my team.
I mean, I'm definitely screaming.
Yeah. On top of Nidoking's hair, share.
Glarg! Glarg!
And even the little guy's got he's like a little cut over his eye.
Glarg!
He'll kind of hop down. He's got something in his mouth. It's just
What you got there?
Glarg!
he just spits up a little cloth wrapped device.
Glarg!
I'll take it and unwrap the cloth.
Okay. It's a large kind of like tablet style looking thing. And on top of it there is the privateer symbol. But it looks like some sort of small mobile PC unit. Because as you turn it on, it asks for your trainer credentials. He just goes,
Glarg!
Is our Ditto still with us?
yeah, he's still floating around.
I'll ask him, do you know the login?
Log in? No.
Okay. Welp.
What is that?
I don't know. It's asking for a login, but I don't know what it is, obviously.
A login of what?
Did you
Here,
say it
you
was
can look
asking
at
for
it.
trainer ID?
Mhm.
Don't we have those?
You do?
I'll hand it to you. I'm gonna kneel down next to Gleek.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if there's something special you did with Dunlock,
Burial Danceroo!
but
Why do you want him to do it?
I don't know, just as a like ceremonial thing
Gleek.
of us.
Gleek.
Yeah.
Gleek.
Make him a ghost.
Click, click, click.
I can
That's what I
capture
mean.
him
That's
in
what I
my
think is
hand.
gonna happen. Oh God.
Build
me an army worthy of Mord.
Click, click, click,
Sick.
click, 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 click.
They're doing it. Let's go.
Just session
Man.
100, you're flanked by 70 ghosts.
That's how Lord of the Rings ends.
Pretty badass.
Return of the King.
All right, Gleeks.
And his ghost army.
All right,
Down
Gleeks.
with that.
Roll some wisdom, Gleeks. Wise it up.
Whiz 'em up.
Burial Danceroo.
Click, 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 click.
18.
Click,
Yes.
click, 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 click.
There's a large purple sky beam for a moment.
And I'm gonna
Click.
salute the beam.
Click.
Let out another roar.
The Nido King will join you, as will
Glarg!
Ah!
Glarg! Glarg.
Yep.
Okay.
Bentley will go over and pet Glarg.
Glarg.
I'm gonna put my trainer ID in the thing.
All right. Goes. Welcome, CJ.
Oh hey, I think this is a thing that happened.
There seems to be a small, like a little miniature Pokeball shaped indentation on the side of this thing. And it just says withdraw deposit.
This is like a PC.
That's weird.
But it has their symbol on it.
Glarg!
Does it?
Yeah, he said it did on the top.
Oh.
It had the Team Anchor symbol on it.
Maybe it's just a portable PC.
I'm not
That's
touching
pretty
it.
cool.
Oh snap.
If you put any Pokeball on there after what just happened with Crash,
Seriously, CJ.
I'm not going to. It's just this.
We'll,
just
we'll hang
seems
on
like
to
this
it,
is
all
what
right?
this
We'll hang
is.
on to it.
All right. Maybe that's where Crash went. Into one of these.
I mean, you found him.
and you've also logged in.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm not a privateer.
Yeah, but you have records with Team Rocket, and if they work together,
What does that mean? Does it mean anything?
I can't believe after all that you would be that careless with this.
How am I being careless? I didn't even do anything.
You signed into it. We're trying to stay off the grid.
I didn't know what it was gonna do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's here now.
All right, guys, calm down. It's not like we can do anything about it. It's probably not tracking, and if it is, maybe it is to the old location of where it was. But,
That's a lot of ifs.
well, I don't know. You don't know what it does, and I don't know what it does.
Exactly. That's the problem. We didn't know what the steel ball did, and we tried it anyway, and look where it landed us.
What do you think will happen if I put the steel ball on it?
I don't know. There's nothing in it.
Right. Curious.
All right, well, do you guys want to try and head to New Tree now? I imagine we can just go through Mime Town, because that's not a thing anymore. Or do you guys want to go around the fence?
I still want to go around.
All right. Should we wait here and try and see if Smeargle comes back around? Nidoking, did you happen to find Smeargle anywhere?
Start saying some additional goodbyes and thank yous to everybody. And yeah, I'll see if Giraffe Rig and Atticus want to continue with me. And also, well, we'll do that first.
Okay. Yeah, the giraffe rig seems to be able to tell that you guys have been through a lot. It's written all over your faces. It's all over your auras. This thing's like, bro, you need a hug. And it's like, get over here.
And I'll give him a hug. Thank you for all your help and helping all these other Pokemon escape. You were really great in helping us, even though you didn't know us.
Kind of just picks you up by the belly and flings you onto his back.
I would love if you came with me, but I understand if you want to stay with these guys. And I'll just like pet its neck.
No.
Thank you, friend. What about you two? You coming with?
They appear on either one of your shoulders.
All right. And I'll trot up to Pseudo-Wudo, wherever they were waiting during all this.
They probably stayed with Giraffe Rig. Not getting involved.
Just want to throw this out there. I'm still down to try to help you get to Summerbury, Eevee. But if you guys want to stay with this group too, I understand.
Eevee kind of looks at all of you and is like... Little Glarg appears.
Glarg!
She looks down and goes,
Glarg!
Whoa.
Glarg! Glarg!
and Sudowoodo's just like... Just puts them down together and they kind of do this little circle thing.
Glarg! Mark!
Ood.
You guys gonna stay? And I'll jump off Giraffe Rig and give him a hug. Say sorry for everything, Sudowoodo.
Kind of twigs kind of poking your back.
Bentley will go give Sudowoodo a hug too and just wave at Eevee.
I'll give Sudowoodo one of the brush I had. Here, she likes this.
Eevee's ears kind of like... Oh, yeah. Just goes... Wood. Just sticks it in one of the knots in the wood. He's like, all right.
Nice.
Good luck, guys.
Wood.
Bye, Sudowoodo.
He pulls out a spare stick. He goes,
Thank you.
Bye, buddy.
So, which way round?
I mean, they're both gonna end up at the same place.
In theory, I mean, we don't really know, but
That way.
all right.
all right, did you guys head off that way? That's where we'll call it for this week. That was heavy, man. As the curtain closes on the ringleader's grim performance, the tots are left to wonder what the cost of Mortar's return might be. If you had a good time hanging out with us, feel free to drop us a like on the video. If you'd like to see more of our stuff, consider subscribing to the channel. If you're not already a part of our Patreon, check out the links in the video description below, where you can join in the discussion in our Discord server, or check out the After Action Report still rolling. There's also a link if you'd like to rock some Boarding Party merch. Let us know in the comments what you think was really going on in the ringleader's compound. And thanks for watching Boarding Party. We'll catch you next week.